It's time for Casper Horseheads Baseball. I'm Hannah Martin alongside you, and I'll be with you all season long as the voice of the Horseheads. And tonight you are in for a good one here. The first of three against the Mining City Tommyknockers, who we welcome to town before heading out to eastern Nebraska on a long road trip before the All-Star game. But for tonight, we will welcome in the Mining City Tommyknockers for three. Looking at the standings, Casper took care of business up in Spearfish, South Dakota, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They took 2 out of 3 from the Sasquatch. As Mining City, they on the other hand, not so successful. They dropped 2 out of 3 to the Canyon County Spuds. Casper comes into this ball game with a record of 3-3 on a 1-game winning streak. They are 1 game out of first place behind the Badlands Big Sticks. Mining City right behind him in third place with a 3-4 record. Game and a half back of the Big Sticks. They are on a 1-game losing streak after losing to the Spuds last night. We've got the lineups for you. First, with the visiting Mining City Tommyknockers. Leading off, it'll be the second baseman, number 6, Seth Lucero. Batting second, the third baseman, number 11, Carter Dubrinsky. Batting third, the first baseman, number 12, Jake Mastillo. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 17, Justin Green. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 31, Nick Hansen. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 3, Miles Hartsfield. Batting seventh, the DH, Steven Strachan. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 18, Vinny Antinori. And batting ninth, it'll be the right fielder, number 36, Hayden Brown. And now for your Casper Horseheads. Leading off, it'll be the left fielder, number 1, Kyler Halverson. Batting second, the third baseman, number 22, Ryan Callahan. Batting third, the DH, number 18, Christian Lopez. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, number 17, Jake Reynes. Batting fifth, the backstop, number 28, Joe Schmidt. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 33, Eric Arado. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 4, JJ Girardin. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 20, Jake Baker. And batting ninth, it'll be the right fielder, number 7, Brandon Herder. On the bump for the Tommyknockers tonight, it is Kyle Wellman, and pitching for the Horseheads, it'll be Jerson Morales. It is just about time for the anthem here in Casper, so we will let them do that, but don't go anywhere. First pitch right around the corner as the Horseheads look to continue the winning streak as they face off against the Tommyknockers. Don't go anywhere. First pitch right around the corner. Sinclair Casper Refining Company is a 30,000 barrel per day facility that employs 147 hard-working employees. Primary products include Tier 3 gasoline and diesel fuel. Sinclair is committed to producing lower sulfur fuels and offers Tier 3 gasoline at all their stations in the entire Rocky Mountain region. Hannah Martin here with you on the Horseheads broadcast as they are just about ready to take on the Mining City Tommyknockers here this evening. On the bump for the Horseheads, it'll be Jerson Morales, the right-hander out of Miami, Florida. 5'10", 180-pound redshirt freshman at Western Nebraska Community College. Coming into this one, he has a ERA of 7.97 with a 3-4 record in 8 games. In 8 games, 6 of which were starts, 29 and a third innings of work, 30 strikeouts, 19 walks, and 33 hits in those innings. His last game, he took the win back on July 2nd. That was at home here versus the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. He was excellent. 6 innings of work, 2 earned runs, 7 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts against the Tommyknockers this season. He is 1-1 with 10 innings of work under his belt with 4 earned runs, 7 hits, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts. As we are just about underway here, we have had the play ball down on the field. Those most important words here as Morales getting ready to face off against the top of the lineup for the Tommyknockers. It'll be Seth Lucero, Carter Dubrinsky, and Jake Mastillo batting in the first inning, as we will tell you how they line up behind Morales defensively. Halverson in left, Reynes in center, Herter in right, Baker at first, Arado at second, Girardin at short, Callahan at third, and Joe Schmidt doing the catching behind the plate. If you missed the announcement, we do have 3 of the 4 Horseheads All-Stars on the field tonight. We've got Eric Arado at second, Christian Lopez DHing, and then Ryan Callahan at third. The 4th All-Star is Jake Wright, who last pitched on Sunday, 4th of July here at home. So we are hoping to see him during this homestand as well, as they will take the field on the 20th. The folks who are participating in the Home Run Derby have not yet been announced, but we are very excited to find out who will be representing for the Horseheads. A lot of good options, as the Home Run Derby will be on July 19th before the All-Star Game on the 20th. We are so excited to be hosting that, as it looks like Morales is done with his warm-up tosses here. It is another warm one in Casper. It is 93 degrees here at first pitch. The wind is blowing, though. It is whipping pretty heavily out to right. So we will see how that affects the boys here tonight. Casper will dig in here looking for the win. It will be a 2-game winning streak, which is technically a winning streak. And you know what they say, don't let the Horseheads get hot. And I have to agree with that. That is from my inside source, who is very knowledgeable about the situation. As Morales comes set, he gets ready to deal the first offering home. Here it comes. This one is swung on. Hit out to right field. Diving is Herter, and down to one knee. He makes the catch. So how about that? It looked like for a second it might fall in, but Brandon Herter says not today, and we are underway here as 1 pitch, 1 out for Jerson Morales. It will send up Carter Dubrinsky, the third baseman, to face off against Morales. 1 down here in the top of the first inning, scoreless ball game. The Horseheads are in the home white uniforms, all white with the navy lettering, orange caps, and some of the boys donning the high orange socks. As here comes the first offering home to Dubrinsky. This one will catch the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count will run to Carter. The Tommyknockers are in the orange tops, gray bottoms with the navy piping up the side. As here comes the 0-1 offering home. This one is swung on and fouled back over the grandstands. And the count will move to 0-2. The Horseheads coming off a series victory against the Spearfish Sasquatch. They were delayed in game 2 of that series. They actually ended up playing a doubleheader yesterday, as here comes a pitch. This one is swung on and popped up, but this one is going to fade foul over his Baker. He will not get there, as this one is in, it's out of play. Brandon Herter came running over at full speed, lost his hat, almost tipped over that right field fence, but it is a foul ball, and the count will hold 0-2. They won the first game without incident, did Casper up in Spearfish. But then that second game, they got about 4 or 5 innings into it before they had to call it because of weather, thunder and lightning in the area. They continued that game yesterday. The Horseheads were beat in that game, but then they took the final of the doubleheader. Both of those were 7-inning ball games. They took the final of that one 4-3 and got the series victory, and that's what it's all about. As this one is dribbled back, Morales, he bobbles, but now underhands to Baker, covering for out number 2. And it will send up Jake Mastillo, the first baseman tonight for the Knockers, with 2 out in the top of the first inning. The Tommyknockers are coming off of a series loss to the Canyon County Spuds. Those games were up in Caldwell, Idaho. It was a rubber match that they ended up dropping yesterday. So they are on a 1-game losing streak here, coming in at 3-4 on the season, in 3rd place in the division. As Mastillo will dig in out of Moscow, Pennsylvania, 6'1", 190-pound sophomore at Lock Haven University. As a check swing, and he did go around, so the count will be 0-1. Morales is yet to throw a ball, 6 pitches, 6 strikes. He's looking good early. Really attacking the zone and attacking hitters here, which you'll love to see from him, especially after such a nice outing against Wheat City his last time out, as this one is swung on and missed. And Mastillo down in the count, 0-2, so he will have to battle here. Morales looking to set down Mining City in order here in their first time to the plate. As Morales will peer in for the sign from Schmidt. He's going to step off. Now he wants to go over him once again. As now he will have Schmidt come out to the mound, so they will go over the signs and decide how they want to pitch to Mastillo, the number 3 man for the Tommyknockers tonight. He is in 35 games this season. He has 24 runs scored, 7 doubles, 27 RBIs, 29 strikeouts, and 12 walks. His last game against Canyon County, he went 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Against Casper on the season, he is 8 for 31 with 6 runs scored and 6 RBI. As Morales now ready to deliver the 0-2 offering. He comes set, raises his glove, and now deals home. This one will catch the inside corner for strike 3, and down looking is Mastillo. Morales mowing him down here in the first. We head to the home half of the frame. Horseheads coming up for the first time in a scoreless ball game. Welcome back to Mike Lansing Field. Hannah Martin alongside you as we open things here in the bottom of the first inning, a scoreless ball game. It'll be Kyle Wellman, the left-hander, to face off against the top half of the Horseheads lineup for the first time tonight. He is out of Litchfield Park, Arizona, 5'11", 205 pounds. He's a senior at Hendrix College, 1-2 on the season for the Knockers with an ERA of 5.60 in 5 games. 3 of those were starts, 20 innings of work under his belt, 19 strikeouts, 27 hits, and just 4 walks. His last outing was against the Big Sticks. That was back on July 3rd. It was kind of a clunker for him. He took the loss in 4 2/3 innings of work. He gave up 6 earned runs on 13 hits. And he struck out 2. His numbers much better against Casper on the season in 7 1/3 innings of work, just 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, 6 hits, and 1 walk. It'll be Kyler Halverson leading off, one of the 3 hometown kids on this Casper roster, as he will take a strike on the outside corner. And the count is 0-1 to Halverson, who is coming off of concussion protocol after getting hit in the head in the series against the Spuds up in Caldwell, Idaho. As here comes the 0-1 offering. This one is swung on and fouled off to the right side, so the count will run 0-2. We are glad that Kyler is doing all right, and he is back in the lineup for the Horseheads, especially here in Casper, where the family can come out and see him. As Wellman ahead in the count now, 0-2. Here comes a pitch home to him. This one will miss just outside, and the count is now 1-2. A nice crowd here on a warm Friday night in Casper, as this is the only night where we don't have a promotion going on, as we will tell you about those in just a moment. Here comes the 1-2 from Wellman. This one is swung on, hit up the middle. Lucero is there. He gloves and fires over to first to retire Halverson. We'll tell you how they line up defensively behind Wellman. Hansen in left, Green in center, Brown in right, Mastillo at first, Lucero at second, Hartsfield at short, Dobrinsky at third, and behind the plate it is Antonori. as Ryan Callahan, the All-Star, will dig in here for Casper. Tomorrow night, we've got the all-you-can-eat picnic night at the ballpark. It is also Christmas in July night tomorrow. So if you want to dig out the Santa hats, by all means, as this one is right down the heart of the plate for a strike. 0-1 the count to Callahan. And then on Sunday, it is 80s night. So I don't know what people dress like in the 80s. I'll have to do some Google searching. And we will we'll find out, put together a little ensemble for the folks here as this one is fouled off the plate. And Callahan is also down in the count 0-2. But it should be a fun weekend at the ballpark before a long string of away games for the Horseheads. We will, of course, have coverage for you on Twitter, where we live tweet, when I have Wi-Fi at my house. Haven't had Wi-Fi for the past couple of nights, which is why there's been no funny live tweeting, as this one misses outside for a ball, and the count will move to 1-2 on Callahan. The boys will be headed to eastern Nebraska, 2 in Hastings, 2 in Fremont, and then back to Hastings for 3 more before coming home for the All-Star Spectacular. We are all very excited about that, as that one will miss outside, and the count will run even at 2-2 to Callahan. You've been flashing the stats for the folks? Yeah? That's one of our new features here. We may or may have not stolen that loosely from Spearfish. As here comes the 2-2 pitch home. This one misses down in the dirt, and now Callahan, who is so patient at the plate, one of the best at the business at that, he has run the count from 0-2 now full. We got lots of requests for the Spearfish have a camera that looks right in at home plate. As here comes a full count offering from Wellman. This one is swung on, fouled off, count will hold. Lots of requests, including from myself, to get a camera like that. We do have an extra camera up here. It's just about finding a good place for it out in center and being able to hook it up to our system. But we are going to try our darned hardest for the All-Star game. Only the best. Chris is in training. I'm in training. We're ready to bring you the best. As here comes a full count pitch. This one is swung on, hit out to shallow center. Moving over on it now is Hansen, and he is there to make the catch for out number 2. And it will send up another All-Star here for the Horseheads. It is Christian Lopez. Kind of a no-doubter when you look at his numbers, whether he was going to head to the All-Star game or not. 378 batting average with 22 runs scored, 10 doubles, 29 RBIs, and 9 stolen bases in 28 games for the sophomore at Alabama State University, originally out of Chula Vista, California. 195 pounds, 5'10", and he comes to the plate with 2 out in the bottom of the first inning. Flash the All-Star. He is like the All-Star on the team. Chris, come on. We can't be doing this during the All-Star game, Chris. There comes a pitch. This one misses upstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count to Lopez. Yesterday, 1 for 3 with a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout in the ball game against the Sasquatch. As Wellman deals the 1-0 offering home, this one is swung on and fouled off at the plate. And the count will move to 1-1. Lopez against the Tommyknockers on the season, 13 for 23 with 6 runs scored and 9 RBIs, so a team that he likes hitting against. He likes hitting against most everybody with that 378 average. As here comes a pitch from Wellman. This one is swung on and hit to the right side, but there to record the out, Lucero to Mastillo once again. So the Horseheads go 1-2-3 here. In the bottom of the first, we head to the top of the second, still scoreless. Sinclair Casper Refinery is a proud member of the Casper Chamber of Commerce and a recipient of the 2016 Member of the Year Award. Looking to stay connected with your hometown baseball team? Make sure you're subscribed to the Horseheads text messages. All you've got to do is text GO HEADS to 85100 to sign up for exclusive updates, giveaways, promos, and the latest news on all things Horseheads. Welcome back to the broadcast. Hannah Martin here alongside you in a scoreless ball game. Here in the top of the second inning, it'll be Justin Green, Nick Hansen, and Miles Hartsfield to dig in against Jerson Morales, who needed just 8 pitches to get through the first, and he did not throw a ball. He looks to continue dominating this Knockers lineup as here comes the first offering home, and it is a ball upstairs, 1-0 the count to Green. We would like to give a shout out to my father, the one and only Ken Martin. He's in the ballpark tonight. He made the trip all the way from Western Washington to come out for this weekend and see the boys and support me. So thank you very much to him, as this one will fall in for a strike, 1-1. We talked about it on Father's Day a little bit, but one of my biggest supporters by far listens to every single game. As they gave you a shout out over the PA, but he had his headphones in. He's listening to me, so he didn't hear it. As here comes 1-1 pitch, and this one will miss outside for a ball. 2-1 now the count to Green, who is in center field tonight for the Horseheads. We've got our intern Connor. His parents are in town too. This is a big weekend for intern parents here in Casper. Chris's parents are always here, and grandparents usually. So here comes the 2-1 pitch. This one is swung on and hit out to the left. Halverson settles under it. He moves back, and now he will make the catch for out number 1. As Nick Hansen will dig in here against Morales. Top of the second, 1 out. Base is empty for him. As Hansen comes into this ball game out of Orange, California, 6'4", 215-pounder out of Grand Canyon University, in 17 games on the season for the Knockers. 6 doubles, 11 RBIs, and 8 strikeouts. As I'm sure you can hear the wind on the broadcast, it is whipping in here. As here comes the pitch home from Morales, and that'll catch the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Well, Morales is dealing here so far. 13 pitches, 11 strikes, 2 balls. And that is really good to see from him. He can be a little walk prone on the season, so that he is really hammering the strike zone here early is a great sign. As they appeal down to first on the swing, they say that Hansen did not go around. So it'll be a 1-1 count to him. His last game against the Spuds, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Against Casper on the season, he is 2 for 5 with a run scored and a double. As here comes the 1-1 home from Morales. This one misses outside. They once again appeal down to first and no swing. So Hansen is ahead in the count, 2-1. 1 down, top of the second inning, scoreless ball game. Neither team with a hit yet. A whole bunch of zeros up on the scoreboard. As here comes a 2-1 pitch from Morales. Swung on and missed. He climbed the ladder with a fastball. And he got Hansen to go swinging at it. So it'll be a 2-2 pitch home now to Nick Hansen here. As he steps out and he'll collect himself before digging back into the box. Morales looking in for the sign from Schmidt. He has got it. As little stutter step. Now he deals home. This one is swung on and fouled off to the right side, so the count will hold right where it is at 2-2. We would like to give a warm welcome to everybody listening, no matter which team you are rooting for. I do enjoy the Tommyknockers games because their fans are very nice to me, so I appreciate that. And by very nice, I mean not making fake accounts and saying mean things in the chat. So the bar is kind of on the floor, but I appreciate it. As here comes the 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Morales has his second strikeout victim under his belt. As it will send up Miles Hartsfield with 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Bases are empty for him out of Gainesville, Georgia. 5'9", 170-pound freshman at Georgia Southwestern. Well, Einstein's turning up at the ballpark tonight. We've already heard Dora. I don't think we heard the Dolphin. I think we got told to retire the Dolphin. I think we got some complaints. As this one misses outside for a ball 1-0. The same folks who complained about the gourmet sandwiches that I make pregame. Exactly, Chris. I have stayed silent on that scandal, you know. As here comes the next offering. This one misses upstairs for a ball. And now Morales is ahead in the count 2-0. Or excuse me, behind in the count 2-0. Morales, 20 pitches, 14 strikes, and 6 balls here. As here comes a 2-0 offering. This one is swung on and hit to Baker. He tries to glove it. He cannot. Arado backs him up. They will throw to first, and they will retire Hartsfield. What a play there. A little 3-4-3, you know, your typical way, just how they drew it up, but it goes for out number 3, 6 up, 6 down for Jerson Morales, who has been excellent so far tonight, continuing the outing that he had against Wheat City as we head to the bottom of the second inning, still scoreless. The Horseheads are still actively looking for host families in the Casper, Wyoming, and surrounding areas to host a variety of players and interns for the 2021 season. Host families play an integral part of our organization by providing players and interns a place to call home for the summer. Benefits of becoming a host family include season tickets for your household to all Horseheads home games, 25% off most Horseheads merchandise and concessions, and team-signed memorabilia. If you're interested in becoming a host family, give us a call at 307-441-1334 or email hostfamily@casperhorseheads.com. Sinclair Casper Refinery's community involvement far exceeds the confines of the refinery gates, extending into the cities of Casper and Evansville and throughout Natrona County. Our employees serve on boards of local organizations committed to maintaining a strong economic environment, including Advance Casper and Visit Casper. Welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. Hannah Martin alongside you here as we get ready to open things. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Horseheads. Jake Reynes, Joe Schmidt, and Eric Arado to face off against Kyle Wellman, who needed just 14 pitches to get through the first inning. He did retire the Horseheads in order, 9 strikes and 5 balls for him. As Jake Reynes will dig in here. I had asked earlier, because Reynes leads the team with 5 home runs, I had asked if you had to be an all-star to be able to compete in the home run derby, and the answer was, I don't know. So fingers crossed we get to see Jake Reynes in the home run derby, as this one is flied out to left. Moving back on it is Nick Hansen, and he is there to make the catch. Because you look up and down this roster, and Jake Reynes leading with 5 home runs. You're like, all right, send him up there. Let's get a good showing for the folks here in Casper. As Joe Schmidt will dig in here. He has 2 homers on the season. He hit both of those on the last homestand against the Whiskey Jacks. As Schmidt will dig in here. We had a guest on the broadcast. We need to. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. As here comes the pitch. This one swung on and missed by Schmidt. Schmidt is hitting .283 in 26 games this season, as another pitch he goes chasing. This one on the outside part of the plate, and the count will move to 0-2 on the backstop for the Horseheads this evening, batting with 1 down in the bottom of the second inning with nobody aboard. As Wellman now ahead in the count, 0-2 on Schmidt. as he takes a deep breath and now deals home, and this one will miss inside. It gets away from the catcher, Antonori, who we have not seen before. As now the count is 1-2 on Schmidt. His last game, he was 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. And against the Knockers on the season, 9 for 23 with 3 runs scored and 8 RBIs. As here comes 1-2 pitch home to him. This one misses well outside, and it gets away from the catcher once again. And the count will move to 2-2. Beautiful Friday night here in Casper, Wyoming, as they usually are. Another hot one, though. But I would never complain about the weather, Chris. It's just not in my nature. As here comes a 2-2 pitch home to Schmidt. Swung on and missed. It's a drop third strike, so they will have to throw down to third. It's not a great throw by the catcher, but first baseman Mastillo is there to make the catch to retire Schmidt. And it will send up Eric Arado. As Arado, the third Horseheads position player to make the All-Star game. He checks in hitting .303 with 17 runs, 10 RBIs, 15 strikeouts, and 6 stolen bases in 22 games. Out of Sussex, Wisconsin, 165 pounds, 5'11" freshman at Northern Illinois State. As he digs in here now with 2 down in the bottom of the second inning. We do want to congratulate all of the Casper Horseheads who are All-Stars this year, as this one is shot foul down the left field line. And the count will move to 0-1. The only pitcher for Casper that was selected, Jake Wright, who we saw on Sunday on the 4th of July in a crazy 16-11 game. In a record-setting attendance number as well, 1877, as this one misses outside for a ball. Count will move to 1-1. That's, there are definitely advantages and disadvantages to having the largest ballpark in the league. This seats, I believe, upwards of 2,500 people. You set attendance records, but then when you get, a good showing, when you're half full, it still looks pretty empty, as this one is swung on and missed on the outside corner. But not on the 4th of July. We hit 1877, and man, this park, it was booming. And they were treated, even though the Horseheads dropped that one, they were treated to some good baseball. They got home runs from Schmidt and Callahan. They had some great defense as well. Good relief pitching, as here comes a pitch. This one is swung on and hit up the middle, but stabbed by Wellman. He will fire over to first to retire Arado. In 1-2-3, go the Horseheads. So nobody has reached base in this ball game. We are moving right along. We head to the top of the third inning. Mining City coming up. The Horseheads are still actively looking for host families in the Casper, Wyoming, and surrounding areas to host a variety of players and interns for the 2021 season. Host families play an integral part of our organization by providing players and interns a place to call home for the summer. Benefits of becoming a host family include season tickets for your household to all Horseheads home games, 25% off most Horseheads merchandise and concessions, and team-signed memorabilia. If you're interested in becoming a host family, give us a call at 307-441-1334 or email hostfamily@casperhorseheads.com. Sinclair's charitable activities community has sponsored 60-plus local organizations over the past several years and believes children are our future. For more information on this committee and available grants, visit the refinery's website at www.sinclaircasperrefinery.com. Anna Martin back with you here. Jerson Morales out for his third inning of work as he throws home. It is a ball that misses upstairs to Steven Straken, who is digging in for the first time tonight. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Knockers, as we have yet to have a base runner in this ball game. As here comes pitch home for Morales. This one is fired outside, and the count will move to 2-0. So the absolute opposite of the game that we saw the last time we were at home on the 4th of July was like a 4.5-hour game. We had an hour break for fireworks. It was a game, let me tell you. As here comes a 2-0 pitch home. This one is swung on and fouled off at the plate. And the count will move to 2-1. We do want to welcome the Sinclair Refinery group to the ballpark tonight. They are a Fill the Park guest this evening. If you are interested in bringing your company or local business out to the ballpark, please do reach out, media@CasperHorseheads.com, as that one will catch the outside corner for a strike. And now Morales has battled back nicely here. The count is run even, 2-2. As Morales gets ready to deal home, here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed by Straken, and he is down swinging, the third strikeout of the night for Morales. And it will send up Vinny Antonori, who we have yet to see here in Casper. Top of the third inning, one down, base is empty for him. He's the backstop tonight. Out of Atlanta, Georgia, 6'3", 210 pounds. Out of Emmanuel College. 8 games on the season for him, 3 runs, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and 12 strikeouts. As here comes a pitch to him. This one misses well inside. It has him flinching out of the way. Want to know the count. His last game, he was 1 for 4 with a strikeout. As the defense playing pretty much straight up here, but a big hole up the middle. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's swung on and missed on that outside corner. And it will be 1-1 the count to Antonori. 28 pitches for Jerson, 19 strikes and 9 balls. Not allowed a base runner yet. As here comes pitch from Morales. Check swing, they will appeal. He did not go, and the pitch was outside. So the count will move to 2-1. Hello, we want to give a shout out to Lavon, Gage grandmother. She's watching from Southwest Virginia. Lovely to have you. As this one is swung on and missed. Morales climbed the ladder with the strike. And it is now 2-2, as well as Kathleen, a family member of Zion Springer. Go Horseheads, absolutely. We love to hear from you. If you'd like to drop a comment on the chat, that is polite. We would love to give you a shout out on the air, as this one misses outside for a ball, and the count has run full now, 3-2. It's been so nice. We haven't had any fake accounts in so long in the chat. It's just, I love my grandson, or great broadcasting, or what a great game, and that's what we love to hear. Yes, here comes a full count offering home to Antonori. Swung on and missed. Morales climbed the ladder with the fastball once again. And back-to-back strikeouts is how this top of the third inning starts out. As Hayden Brown will come to the plate now. He is a man who is not afraid to strike out. 46 of them in 30 games. He is one of the league leaders. We will ignore who the league leader is. 16 runs scored, 11 RBIs, 12 walks for him to go along with those 46 punch-outs, as he comes to the plate here with 2 down in the top of the third inning, and the base is empty. As this one right down the heart of the plate for a strike, 0-1 the count. The pitching, what we have seen of it has been a lot better here in the second half, and that includes Morales' start back against Wheat City when he went 6 innings of work, giving up just 2 earned runs, as this one does miss outside for a ball, 1-1. We saw it, we've seen it from Jacob Small, his complete game shutout, and then on Tuesday night when he went 7 innings and gave up just 3 runs to the Sasquatch, as this one is fouled off the plate. And Morales with a chance to strike out the side here. Brown, the number 9 man, down in the count, 1-2. Last night, a 4-3 ball game. The boys kept the bats in the game the whole time. The 1-2 offering. It's a waste pitch, and it'll miss outside. 2-2 the count. And that has really that's been the story all season. It's can the pitching keep the offense in the ball game? And when they are able to do that, the offense does the job almost every night. As here comes the 2-2 pitch home. Swung on and hit out through the right side for a base hit. So Hayden Brown, the number 9 man for the Tommyknockers, will have the first hit of the ball game, and he will also be the first base runner here for either team. As the lineup will turn over for the first time for the Knockers, and Seth Lucero will come to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He flied out on one pitch to Herter in the first. As he is batting now with 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning. A runner aboard at first. As Morales will have to deal with traffic on the bases for the first time. As here comes the first offering home to Lucero. This one will miss downstairs. A nice stop by Joe Schmidt behind the plate. 1-0 the count to Lucero. As Morales will look in and await the 1-0 offering. As here comes. This one is swung on and missed. He went downstairs with a pitch. And he gets Lucero to go swinging at it. Looking ahead, the Knockers will be back at home this upcoming week to take on the Spearfish Sasquatch. And the Horseheads, as we said, will be out on the road to eastern Nebraska. Hastings for 2, Fremont for 2, and then Hastings for 3 more. As this one is swung on, but hit right to the shortstop, Girardin. He tags the bag to retire the side. So the Tommyknockers, they get a hit, but do not score here in the ballgame. We head to the bottom of the 3rd, still scoreless. Looking to stay connected with your hometown baseball team? Make sure you're subscribed to the Horseheads text messages. All you've got to do is text GO HEADS to 85100 to sign up for exclusive updates, giveaways, promos, and the latest news on all things Horseheads. Who's the most popular dinosaur on the block? The Sinclair dinosaur, known to many as Dino, is repeatedly ranked as one of the most iconic symbols of Americana. Sharing many of the same qualities of Sinclair's products, power, endurance, and stamina, the peace-loving yet passive Apatosaurus is a fitting image for the company. You can follow Dino on Instagram, Dino_the_dinosaur_SCRC. Welcome back to the broadcast. Hannah Martin here with you in the bottom of the 3rd inning in what is still a scoreless ball game. The Tommyknockers got the first hit of the game in the top half of the frame. As the Horseheads look to get on the board, J.J. Girardin, Jake Baker, and Brandon Herter. The men due up against Kyle Wellman. 24 pitches through 2 innings for him. 16 strikes and 8 balls. As J.J. Girardin, who made the last out of the top of the 3rd inning, now comes to the plates. New walk-up song, I think. I don't think I've heard this one. Just a little, I jam to it. We don't want to see me dancing. But here comes the pitch. That one is right down the heart of the plate for a strike, and Girardin down in the count, 0-1. He did not make the road trip up to Spearfish. He was out on a road trip of his own. He was looking at Colleges is the information I received from his father, Dan Girardin, who is always sending along helpful tidbits for the broadcasts. We appreciate him as well, as this one misses upstairs. And the count will move to 1-1 on Girardin. Scoreless ball game here, bottom of the third inning. As here comes 1-1 pitch home to him, and this one misses downstairs for a ball. Count will move to 2-1. Girardin out of Black Diamond, Washington, 5'11", 180-pound sophomore at Edmonds Community College. One of my best friends, her boyfriend, is from Black Diamond. As here comes a pitch. That one will miss inside for a ball. 3-1 now the count. 8 games for JJ under his belt. .333 batting average. 3 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a stolen base. As a good hitter's count for him now, ahead in the count, 3-1. Here comes a pitch from Wellman. This one will catch the top of the zone. Girardin thought he had ball 4, but he will have to stand in and take at least another pitch from Wellman. Girardin's last game, 1-for-1 with a run scored. As here comes the payoff pitch home. It's on its way. This one is swung on and hit out to left, and this ball is going to get down. It is going to roll around out there as Girardin will take a big turn at first, but now he will head back to the bag. But regardless, it is a leadoff single for Girardin, who stayed patient in that at bat, waited for his pitch, and then he just cleaned it out to the left side. As it is a single for Girardin, the first hit of the ball game for Casper, and it will send up Jake Baker, the first baseman, who is hitting in the 8th spot, which is a spot where we don't usually see him. But Coach Stover doing a little mixing and matching here with the lineup tonight. As Baker digs in, and he will look at a ball downstairs. 1-0 the count to him. Batting in the bottom of the third inning with nobody out and a runner aboard in Girardin. You wonder if the Horseheads might try a little hit and run here with the way things have been going in the ball game. As that one will catch the bottom of the zone, and the count will even up at 1-1. Baker out of Lawrence, Kansas, 6'2", 215-pound redshirt freshman at Kansas. Teammate of Ryan Callahan's, who was announced as an all-star yesterday, as the throw goes over to check on Girardin at first, and he is back safely. Baker checks in, .302 batting average in 30 games. 20 runs scored, 13 RBIs, 21 walks, and 29 strikeouts. His last game, he was 1 for 2 with a walk in the ball game. As here comes 1-1 pitch home to him. This one misses well outside. And the count will move to 2-1. Don't clap, Chris. We can't have fun in the booth. Absolutely no fun on the broadcast ever. Thank you. Jake against the Tommyknockers this season is 9 for 23 with 3 doubles and 3 RBIs. He's ahead in the count now. Here comes a pitch from Wellman. This one misses well outside. And Wellman now has gone 3-1 on both batters that he has faced here in the bottom of the third inning. He gave up the base hit to Girardin. And we will see what Baker does with the good hitters count, and Brandon Herter, the man on deck. As here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed right down the heart of the plate to Baker. And it will now be a full count offering home to Baker. Batting in the bottom of the third. Nobody out. Runner aboard for Casper for the first time tonight. As here comes pitch home. This one, strike 3 called on the outside corner. And Baker is down looking. It will send up Brandon Herter now with a man aboard at first. And 1 down in the bottom of the third inning. Herter, another man we usually don't see this far down in the lineup. Usually he is leading off, but once again, mixing and matching here, trying some different things here to open the second half of the season is Coach Stover. Herter, a freshman at Solano Community College out of Napa, California, 5'9", 190-pounder. I think that's a new walk-up song, too. We get some fresh stuff for the homestand here. As throw over to Girardin is back safely. I like it. I like when they mix it up, you know. It's a lot of times, especially for the guys who are in there every day, it's like, okay, I've heard this song 4 times today. I'd like to hear something new. As this one is swung on and chopped on the infield, they will let this one roll foul. And Herter will have to go back to the plate. It'll be an 0-1 offering to him. Brandon hitting .276 in 10 games this season. 6 runs, 2 doubles, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts for him. His last game, he was 1 for 2 with a run scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. We had him on the broadcast the other night. We learned that his favorite team is the San Francisco Giants, so he was kind of hesitant to say it. I don't know if he was, worried his teammates might give him a little crap for it. I know we have some very strong feelings, not myself, but some of the other interns have some strong feelings about the Giants. As an off-speed pitch has Herder way out in front of it, and he is down in the count 0-2. I am still hunting for a Yankee fan player who I can just mock relentlessly on the broadcast. As here comes the 0-2 pitch, check swing. He did go around, so down on 3 pitches is Brandon Herder. And it will send up Kyler Halverson. 0-1, he grounded to the right side. So if you're listening, if your son, your grandson is a Yankee fan, I'd love to talk with him live on the air. Just to chat. Red Sox fan to Yankee fan, a very just warm, pleasurable conversation, no mocking, nothing. As here comes the first offering. This one will miss upstairs for a ball, 1-0. We had Will Clare, who was a Royals fan. Okay. Red Sox swept them, though, this season in 7 games. Not that anyone is keeping score. And then we had Jake Wright, who was a Brewers fan. What do I do with that? Nothing. As here comes the pitch home. This one misses upstairs, 2-0. We had Giselle, Diamondbacks fan. They took a brutal last month. They won like 3 games. Your dad was like, I hate baseball. I appreciate the honesty. As here comes the 2-0 pitch home. As this one is swung on and hit to the right side. It's off the chest of the first baseman, Mastillo. Wellman will have to come over, and he does not get the ball in time. That one was a hot shot off the bat of Kyler Halverson in the 2-0 count. Mastillo came in on it. It hit him right off the chest. It ricocheted off of him. Wellman tried to come over and grab the ball and make the play, but Halverson is aboard with the infield single. It's not going to see that every day, that's for sure. Such a hot shot off the bat of Halverson. Just no chance for Mastillo there. As it will send up the all-star Ryan Callahan with runners aboard at first and second here. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. As here comes the pitch home. This one is sent to the left side. The shortstop, Hartsfield, is there. He bobbles now, throws across the diamond, and in time to retire Callahan by just a step there. The bobble almost costing Hartsfield, but he is able to recover in time to retire the side. The Horseheads get 2 hits here in the bottom of the 3rd, but they strand both of them. We head to the top of the 4th inning, still scoreless. Welcome back to the broadcast. Top of the fourth inning for Carter Dobrinsky. He will dig in here against Jerson Morales. He is first pitch swinging. He pops this one up into shallow center. Going out on it is Arado. Racing in was Jake Reynes. But with the wind blowing, Arado was more well-positioned to make that catch. And so we will send up Jake Mastillo. Oh, man, the TikTok song. We keep it fresh here at the ballpark. Me and Haley runs the music, and I was talking to her over the weekend, and I was like, we're going to have a game where we just do Glee covers. We're going to do, like, the most annoying Glee cover songs that you can think of. And we're going to, I hope we get complaints from the visiting team. We'll just be like, it's just, this is culture. This is, blah, blah, As this one misses inside for a ball, 1-0 the count. To Jake Mastillo, who is batting with the bases empty in the top of the fourth inning. He will look at another ball inside, and the count is 2-0 to him. Haley is a little younger than me. She's 19. I'm 22, but she was like, yep, Glee, I remember it, absolutely. Let's get it rocking and rolling. So that'll be a treat. We got to figure out when we're going to do that. Is this one we'll miss inside for a ball, 3-0. But this is the kind of effort people, we put in behind the scenes to make things just out of this world here at the ballpark. As Morales in danger of walking first man tonight, and he will in fact do so as this one misses outside, and it is a 4-pitch walk to Jake Mastillo. As Justin Green will dig in here, the cleanup man tonight. 0 for 1, he has flied out to left, and he's coming to the plate in the top of the fourth inning with 1 down and a runner aboard at first. I don't know what this one is. This isn't a TikTok. Is it I Don't Want No Scrub? Yeah, yeah. There's a reason they don't let me sing the national anthem, let me tell you. As here comes a pitch. This one misses well inside for a ball. 1-0 now the count. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on for Casper. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on for Mining City. As the wind continues to blow in here, it is blowing pretty much straight in now as we look out at the flag in center. As here comes a 1-0 pitch. This one is swung on and hit to the first baseman, Baker. He gloves to second for 1. They come back, and they turn the double play. Some nice defense there and some quick thinking by Jake Baker to erase the walk and get the Horseheads out of the inning and back to the bat rack. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, still scoreless. Welcome back to the ball game. It'll be Christian Lopez, Jake Reynes, and Joe Schmidt, the heart of the order for the Horseheads, due up here in the bottom of the fourth inning in what is still a scoreless ball game. Casper got their only 2 hits in the bottom half of the last frame. And they are still looking for a run, but they've got the right part of the lineup up to do it, as this one will miss upstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count runs to Christian Lopez, who is 0 for 1 on the evening. As here comes the 1-0 offering from Wellman. This one is swung on and hit foul down the right field line. Almost hit a bird that was flying by. Have you ever seen really famous, it's a video of Randy Johnson, who pitched for the Mariners and the Yankees and the Diamondbacks. He's pitching in the game. As here comes the 1-1 pitch home. This one is swung on and hit up the middle. This will be the base hit for Lopez, as he will be aboard with a leadoff single. So back-to-back leadoff singles for the Horseheads, and it will send up Jake Reynes. He's pitching for the Mariners, and he throws home, and it's a dove that's crossing the plate. I mean, you could throw a million pitches. You're never going to recreate it. Just a total, just the weirdest, one of the weirdest moments in baseball, and the bird just explodes because he hits him. One of the most famous clips that they always show because it's such an oddity. But yeah, I'm sure PETA was all over him after that. They were like, Mr. Randy Johnson, you murderer. As here comes the first pitch home. This one will miss inside, a ball. 1-0. Now the count to Jake Reynes, who is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He flied out. But now bottom of the fourth inning, nobody out for him, and a man aboard at first in Lopez. As here comes the next offering from Wellman. Swung on and missed at a pitch downstairs. And the count will move to 1-1 on Reynes. We've got some shout-outs from Jake Baker's uncle, Dan. Nice to have you, Dan, as well as Kim Girardin. J.J. Girardin's mom, I do believe. As a throw will go over to check on Lopez at first. He is back safely. Welcome, everyone, to the ball game, and thank you for the shout-outs. As it is a 1-1 offering home to Jake Reynes here at Mike Lansing Field. Beautiful night for baseball. The breeze, it is blowing in steadily, but it is a nice relief from that 90-degree heat, as this one is swung on and hit foul down the left field line. So the count will move to 1-2. The Tommyknockers in for 3 games here this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 6:35 first pitch tonight and tomorrow. And then it'll be a matinee on Sunday, 4:35. So get excited. Oh, look at that. We got Jerome down on the left field beer cart, and Giselle is on the right field beer cart. Look at that. Our co-owners out working tonight, as here comes the 1-2 offering, swung on and missed. And Reynes is down swinging for the first out at the bottom of the fourth. Okay, now Chris is coming back. Chris, who runs music sometimes, and sometimes also our grill guy. He needed a break, allegedly, and so he'll come back and he will relieve Giselle. So busy are our co-owners here. They're always moving around. They're always doing stuff. Giselle was wrapping hot dogs before the game. She's all over the place on game day. Both her and Jerome are, as this one will miss downstairs for a ball home to Joe Schmidt, who was 0 for 1. Struck out on a drop third strike, as he is now batting in the bottom of the fourth with 1 out here in the inning, and a runner aboard at first in Christian Lopez, as this one will catch the outside corner. A nice pitch there by Wellman, and the count will even up 1-1 to Schmidt. Wellman, 52 pitches, 33 strikes, and 19 balls. Oh, are the besties down there? Oh, the besties are here tonight, as here comes a pitch. This one, a big swing and a miss by Schmidt. And he is down in the count, 1-2. I got the matching bows and everything. The besties, Giselle and Jerome's 3- and 5-year-old daughters, who I've had on the broadcast before, Abby and Ava. As here comes the 1-2 pitch home to Schmidt. This one misses well outside, and the count will move to 2-2. Schmidt will step out, take a couple of practice swings here. The shadow is starting to play here on the field a bit. As here comes the 2-2 pitch home to Wellman from Wellman. This one is swung on and popped up on the infield. Going back is Lucero. This one blowing all the way out to right now as the right fielder Brown will come in to make the catch for out number 2. As it will send up Eric Arado, the All-Star. Very exciting for him and all of our All-Stars. We've got 4 of them on the Horseheads lineup. We will pull up the Mining Cities All-Stars. We will let you know who those are as well. I know the Spuds had the fewest with 3. I know that, of course, for no particular reason. As here comes the first offering home from Wellman, and this one misses downstairs for a ball. 1-0. The count will run to Arado, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out in the ball game. The Pios had 6. The Saberdogs had 7, I do believe. As here comes the 1-0 offering home from Wellman. This one is swung on and hit up the middle, and nobody's going to get there. Lopez, he was going to hold it second. Now he will head to third. He saw how slow that one was rolling. Some excellent base running there by Christian Lopez. That one slowed down as soon as it hit that outfield grass, and he took advantage of it. He kept on rolling, and he got 90 feet closer, as it will be another base hit here for Arado. The Horseheads now with 4 in the ball game, and their best scoring chance of the evening so far. Bottom of the 4th, 2 down, but runners at the corner for J.J. Girardin, who on a full count pitch single to left in his last at bat. Girardin will dig in here now against Wellman, who is at 57 pitches through 3 2/3 innings. 36 strikes and 21 balls for him. This is a scoreless game, but Girardin with one swing of the bat could untie it, as this one will miss upstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count. Girardin is hitting .333 on the season in 8 games for the Horseheads. 3 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a stolen base. As Wellman gets the sign from Antonori and now deals home, and this is a strike right down the heart of the plate. Count will move to 1-1 on Girardin. We will have to see. I'm not sure if he has an RBI yet on the season, as he does not, so a chance to pick up his first RBI on the season, as this one is fouled off behind us, and the count will move to 1-2. The last game that he played was on the 4th. He pinch hit. He was 1 for 1 with a run scored in that ball game. He has been heating up as of late, hitting out of the 7th spot tonight for Casper. He'll have to battle. 1-2 the count home to him. As here comes pitch. This one will miss inside. It's a check swing. They appeal now, and they will say no swing. So it is 2-2 home to J.J. Girardin, the shortstop out of Black Diamond, Washington. A sophomore at Edmonds Community College, 5'11" and 180 pounds. As Girardin digs in, he awaits the 2-2 offering home from Wellman. As it will not be made, Wellman will step off here. Deuces are wild up on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. Runners at the corners for the Horseheads. Lopez at third, Arado at first. Here comes 2-2 pitch. Runner at first takes off. This one is sent out into center. Going back on it is Green. He's looking up at it, and he has it lined up for out number 3. So the Horseheads, they threaten but do not score in the bottom of the 4th. We head to the top of the 5th. Mining City, nothing. Casper, nothing. Sinclair Transportation, comprised of trucking and pipeline operations, accounts for an additional 35 employees living in and contributing to the local economy. The company's extensive pipeline and transportation system ensures that crude oil and refined products are safely and quickly transported in and around the western United States. Hannah Martin back with you. Top of the 5th inning in a scoreless ball game. We are moving right along here. Jerson Morales will come out for another inning of work, and honestly, why not? 47 pitches, 28 strikes, 19 balls. He has allowed just 1 hit so far in the ball game. He has been excellent, as he will face off against the 5, 6, and 7 men for Mining City here in the top of the 5th. Nick Hansen, Miles Hartsfield, and Steven Strachan, the men due up for the Knockers. As Nick Hansen will dig in here first out of Orange, California, 6'4", 215-pounder out of Grand Canyon University. As here comes the pitch home from Morales, and this one will miss inside. For a ball. 1-0. The count will run to Hansen. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging so far in the ball game. Jerson's line, 4 innings of work, no runs, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit, and 1 walk, as he gets Hansen to go fishing at this one. It's a fastball upstairs. That's been a good pitch for him tonight. He's got a lot of swing and misses at that high cheese. 1-1 the count. As here comes pitch home. This one will miss just outside for a ball, 2-1. Morales now at 50 pitches even, 29 strikes, 21 balls. As here comes the 2-1 offering home from Morales. Swung on and missed. He elevated again with the heater. And it is now a 2-2 count, looking to pick up another strikeout. It would be his 5th of the evening, his 4th swinging. As the count even on Hansen, 2-2. The leadoff man in the top of the 5th inning in a scoreless ball game. Morales comes set, deals home. This one is swung on and fouled off, so the count will hold right where it is. Miles Hartsfield is the man on deck. This is the 3rd trip that the Knockers have made to Casper, their last regular season trip of this season. As here comes the 2-2 pitch home. This one misses well outside. A nice stop by Joe Schmidt behind the plate. As the wind's still blowing in here. We'll check on the temperature. As it was another hot one in Casper today. It has dropped to 86 degrees. As this one is swung on and fouled back. Oh, it hit the window of the press box. We good? I think it was down where the raccoons did their damage down by the bathroom. So I think everybody is safe up here. Everybody's running to get it. It is a full count offering here. You good, Iscaria? Swung on and missed by Hansen, and he is down swinging. So Morales does, in fact, pick up his 5th strikeout of the night and his 4th swinging. Yes, it will send up Miles Hartsfield, who was 0 for 1 with a ground out to first in the ball game. I don't know what this is. Huh? Oh, it's Frozen. Oh, I haven't seen Frozen. I worked at a preschool for 9 months. You would think I'd seen Frozen, so I could relate to the children. But no, I just haven't gotten around to seeing Miss Frozen. As here comes the first pitch home to Miles Hartsfield. This one is swung on and a couple of bounces to Arado. He will glove and fire over to first to retire Hartsfield on just 1 pitch, and it will send up Steven Strachan. Funny story about Frozen. I worked at a preschool, so we had 3 to 6-year-olds. So we had a couple of girls who liked to dress up as Elsa, and they would wear the whole dress and the whole get-up. But the thing is, they would wear it on the same day. And so they would be like, no, I'm the real Elsa. I am the real Elsa. So they had to ban it. They're like, you can't wear your Elsa dress to school anymore. I'm so sorry. Because they would cry. They would be like, oh, I am the real Elsa. It was, hard to watch. As Strachan will dig in here now, and he will look at a strike at the top of the zone. 0-1 the count home to him. He is also 0 for 1. He is also a strikeout victim. As Morales working quickly. Here comes the next pitch. This one misses outside in the opposite batter's box. And the count will move to 1-1. Some Knockers fans joining us in the chat. Welcome. Good ball game here. A good pitching matchup between Morales and Wellman. As this one misses down low with a hop and a skip, and it'll be a 2-1 offering home to Strachan. The 7-man for the Knockers tonight, he is the DH. As he is batting with the bases empty, 2 down, top of the 5th inning. Both pitchers have really been cruising. Casper with 4 hits, Mining City with 1. As here comes a 2-1 pitch. This one misses well outside. And it will be a 3-1 count now to Strachan. A good hitter's count for him. Out of Cairo, Michigan. 6'5", 230 pounds out of freshman at Hillsdale College. As here comes the 3-1. This one is swung on and hit softly to Girardin, who is positioned perfectly to catch the soft line drive to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Knockers once again. Morales just keeps on chugging. We head to the bottom of the 5th, still scoreless. Don't miss a minute of Horseheads action this summer. Can't make it to the ballpark? We've made it easy for you to stay up to date with everything Casper Horseheads. All home games as well as select road games are streamed live on our YouTube channel and are also available to listen to on our Mixlr channel. Make sure you're also following the Horseheads social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to catch everything you need to know about your hometown baseball team. Welcome back to the ball game. Bottom of the 5th inning, still scoreless. Quite the pitcher's duel here this evening. 4 hits for the Horseheads and just 1 for Mining City, and that is all doing this evening. As the Horseheads look to break through to the starter Kyle Wellman, who is out for another inning of work. It'll be Jake Baker due up first here, and he will look at a ball on the inside corner. Count will move to 1-0 on Jake. Baker, Herter, and Halverson due up here in the inning. Baker is 0 for 1. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance. As here comes a 1-0 offering from Wellman. This one will miss outside this time. 2-0 the count. Nobody aboard for Baker. He is the leadoff man here in a scoreless affair. Bottom of the 5th inning. As here comes a 2-0 pitch from Wellman, and this one will find the inside corner. Now the count will move to 2-1. Wellman, 65 pitches, 40 strikes, and 25 balls for him. As we are moving right along here in Casper, the next offering is chopped to the second baseman, Lucero, on a couple of hops. He gloves and throws over to first to retire Baker. So Baker is down 4-3 for the first out of the bottom of the fifth, and it will send up Brandon Herter, who is 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first plate appearance. We are an hour and 15 minutes into this ball game. Bottom of the fifth inning, one down in certainly the best pitcher's duel that we have seen here at Mike Lansing this season. The best pitching appearance, I would reckon to say, in the whole league this season was Jacob Small's complete game shutout on 90 pitches. As showing bunt is Herter, he gets it down. Oh, it's a beauty. The catcher pops out. He throws down to first. It is not in time. Brandon Herter playing a little small ball here, and that's what you got to do in these scoreless ball games. He gets the bunt down. It was down I reckon to say it wasn't even down the third base line because it was placed so perfectly right near the plate. As it was a nice play by Antonori behind the plate to even get to that ball and make an attempt down to first. But it is a bunt single by Brandon Herter, and he is aboard. And that's what you like to see from the bottom of the lineup, getting on for the big boys here with an RBI opportunity now. As Kyler Halverson will dig in, he is first pitch swinging. He fouls this one off his leg. As the count will run 0-1 to him. Halverson 1 for 2. He has grounded out and singled in the ball game. Good to see Kyler back in the starting lineup. He did get a start in Spearfish. I've been unable to watch the past couple of days because the Wi-Fi at my house has been out. So I drove into town today, and I got to see the good news that we had won the series. As here comes the 0-1 offering home. It's an off-speed pitch. Looked like the curveball there, and it didn't curve enough. It stays up, and it'll be a 1-1 pitch home to Kyler Halverson. He is either out of Casper or Glenrock. We have some misinformation going around. We do know he went to Natrona County High School, as the off-speed pitch there has Halverson swinging over it, and it is a strike, 1-2 the count to him. Batting in the bottom of the fifth with one out and a runner aboard at first. That is Herter, who just bunted. As here comes the 1-2 pitch from Wellman. This one misses down low and outside, and the count will even up at 2-2. Oh, some very nice comments in the chat. We love to see that. Thank you to Mary and Jennifer. As that's just so nice. Thank you very much. As here comes the pitch, Kyler. This one is fouled off at the plate, and the count will move to 2-2. We had some folks who were going back and forth in the chat. I think it was Jacob Smalls, that start where he was just shutting everybody down. They were going back and forth on the pros and cons of bunting, and it always sort of comes up that small ball level, especially when you're talking about a scoreless ball game, a low-scoring ball game. As the throw goes over to first, they've got Herter picked off. As the throw will go to the second baseman, Lucero, and Herter has been picked off here. He went before Wellman had come set, and he is out number 2 here in the bottom of the fifth. So the bunt's all for nothing as Herter is picked off. That one going 1-3-4. As it will be a 2-2 count to Halverson now with 2 down and the base is empty. As here comes the pitch home to him. This one misses well outside. And it'll be a full count now to Kyler with Ryan Callahan, the All-Star, on deck. We certainly hope you can join us here in Casper for the All-Star game. It should be a really fun time. We've got the Home Run Derby, some free clinics, the Wyoming All-Star Girls Softball on the 19th. As this one misses outside once again, and Kyler Halverson is aboard via the full count walk, and it will send up Ryan Callahan before, of course, the All-Star game itself on the 20th. We are absolutely looking forward to it. I think we all kind of took the 4th of July game as kind of like a sample of what we were going to get from the All-Star game, and man, it was so exciting to be here with a full house, everybody excited, a beautiful day. So we are certainly looking forward to the All-Star game, as here comes the first offering home to Callahan, and that'll fall in for a strike 0-1. And a nice showing with 4 All-Stars from the Horseheads team. And those are all the ones that have been announced thus far. But, there are guys who get injured, guys who can't make it. So, you never know. As here comes the pitch. It is a strike on the outside corner, and the count will move to 0-2. I think we were kind of surprised when we saw that Joe Schmidt, Jake Baker, Jacob Small, didn't make the roster. But we still got a week and a half. So, you never know. As here comes a pitch. Swung on and missed by Callahan. He goes fishing at a pitch outside. As he bumps into the catcher here, and Antonori has some words for him, but Ryan Callahan will go back to the dugout without number 3 here in the bottom of the 5th. So a man is picked off and a man is left on for the Horseheads here in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th, still scoreless. Looking to stay connected with your hometown baseball team? Make sure you're subscribed to the Horseheads text messages. All you've got to do is text GO HEADS to 85100 to sign up for exclusive updates, giveaways, promos, and the latest news on all things Horseheads. Welcome back to the ball game. Still scoreless here in the top of the 6th inning as Jerison Morales will go out for the inning, and he misses outside with the first offering home to Vinny Antonori. The 8-9-1 men due up for Mining City. As Dino the Dino is out, he is throwing baseballs, fake baseballs up into the crowd. As swung on and misses the pitch to Antonori. And the count will even up at 1-1. They got a lot of them down there. They are throwing them. Everybody in the crowd getting some baseballs here. As here comes the 1-1 pitch, this one missing outside. And the count will move to 2-1. We will have the City of Mills joining us tomorrow night. So their mayor and then one of the gals who is a member of their Chamber of Commerce we are going to hopefully have on the broadcast. So that should be a fun time. As it is a 2-1 offering home to Antonori. Here comes the pitch. This one is swung on, hit out to center on his horse's Reynes. He settles under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. It was hit pretty hard, but I do think the wind knocked it down out there. Made that catch a little easier for Jake Reynes, and it will send up Hayden Brown, the right fielder. 1 for 1. He singled. He had the first hit for either team in the ball game in his first plate appearance. Top of the 6th inning, 1 down. Bases are empty. Our cameraman Chris has returned. He's got the hot dog. He's ready to get back to action. He's even got ketchup and mustard on it. Oh, he's set. As here comes the pitch home from Morales. This one misses outside, and it'll be a ball to Hayden Brown. 66 pitches for Morales, 38 strikes, and 28 balls. As here comes 1-0 offering home, swung on and missed, blew it by him. And it'll be 1-1 offering. Seth Lucero, the other knocker due up here in the frame. And if anybody reaches, Carter Dobrinsky will take a turn, the strikeout batter of the night. As here comes 1-1 home, and this one is bounced up there. A nice stop behind the plate by Schmidt, 2-1. No runs for either team. Mining City has managed just one hit. It was the single by Hayden Brown back in his first plate appearance in the third. As here comes a 2-1 offering home, and this one will catch the outside corner, 2-2. Casper has 5 hits. The Knockers have not gotten a man past first, I believe. Certainly not to third, as I was going to say Casper is the only team who has gotten a man to third tonight, as this one is fouled down the right field line, and the count will move to 2-2. Morales has been mowing him down, but Kyle Wellman has been matching him pitch for pitch, and absolute clinic here tonight from both sides. As here comes the 2-2 pitch home. This one just misses outside. Schmidt held it. He wanted that one. But it is a ball, and the count is now run full, 3-2. Morales looking in for the sign. He's got it. The payoff pitch, it's on its way. Swung on and missed. It's another strikeout for Jerson Morales, as it will be out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Comes up big with the payoff pitch right down the heart of the plate, and Brown swings right through it as Seth Lucero will come up, and the Knockers lineup turns over for the 3rd time tonight. Lucero is 0 for 2. He has flied to right and grounded up the middle, as he's batting with 2 down in the top of the 6th, and the base is empty, and he shoots this one back to the screen. 0-1, the count will run. Wind is still blowing almost straight in at us. That perhaps having to do with the lack of offense as well that we are seeing this evening. As here comes a pitch. This one will miss outside for a ball, and the count will run even at 1-1. Lucero out of Arvada, Colorado, 6'2", 180-pounder at Dawson Community College. As here comes 1-1 offering to him. This one down in the dirt in the opposite batter's box, and the count is going to move to 2-1. Lucero in 24 games, 18 runs, 6 doubles, 14 ribeyes, and 14 walks. 2 for 3 in his last game with a double and an RBI. As here comes a 2-1 pitch from Jerson. This one is sent out into right, and this ball is going to get down fair. It's going to roll around down in that corner. Chasing after it is Herter. And into second, now heading to third. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. As heading into third with the extra base hit is Seth Lucero. It looked like he was going to hold up at second there, but I'm not sure if Herter had a little bit of trouble picking it out in that right field corner, or if the wind just got the best of it there. But regardless, it is a triple for Seth Lucero, coming with 2 down here. So the first man that the Knockers have gotten down to third is Lucero, and it sends up Carter Dubrinsky. So the first real pressure pitches that Morales will have to make tonight come with 2 down in the top of the 6th inning, in the first run of the ball game for either team, just 90 feet away. As here comes pitch home, and this one will miss down and outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Lucero, the man aboard at third. For Dubrinsky, is 0 for 2 so far tonight. As here comes pitch. This one is swung on and missed, down to one knee on it was Dubrinsky, and now it is a 1-1 count to the man who, if he strikes out, all the adults in the ballpark gets 2 for 1 beer. As here comes the 1-1 pitch for Morales. Another one swung on and missed, an off-speed pitch away from him. And now Dubrinsky will have to battle. He is down in the count, 1-2. Morales looking to pick up another strikeout. It would be his 7th of the evening. He comes set, takes a look at the runner, and deals home. Swung on and missed. Dubrinsky is down swinging. It's half-off beer for all the adults in the ballpark, but more importantly, the go-ahead run for the Knockers is stranded at third. Excellent work there by Jerson Morales to get out of it. We head to the bottom of the 6th, still scoreless. Welcome back to the ball game here. Bottom of the 6th inning, Christian Lopez, Jake Reynes, and Joe Schmidt. The men due up in the frame as Kyle Wellman is out for another inning of work. Lopez's first pitch swinging. He sends this one out to the shortstop Hartsfield, who will throw over to Mastillo at first to retire Lopez. So he is down on just one pitch. And it will send up the next man in line, Jake Reynes, the cleanup man. You should see the line here at the beer cart by all the dads in the ballpark, because Carter Dobrinsky struck out to end the last inning, and the dads have rushed because it's 2-for-1 beer. As Jerome, he's pouring. He's busy man down there at the Skull Tree Cart. As this one is a strike on the outside corner to Jake Reynes, 0-1. Me and Chris were talking about it. We haven't had a K-man strike out in some time. So you know what? They did that just for my dad, who was in the ballpark tonight, so he can go take advantage of that offer. As here comes the offering home to Reynes, and this one is out to right, but right there, lined up perfectly, is Hayden Brown, and there are 2 down quickly here for the Horseheads in the inning. Where did my dad go? I don't even know. We can't find him. Maybe he went to the beer cart down here. He was giving Jerome a respite with the crowd he's got down the left field line. As Joe Schmidt will dig in here with 2 down in the bottom of the 6th inning, nobody on. Schmidt is 0 for 2. He has struck out on a drop third strike and fly to right. As he will look at a ball on the outside corner. And the count will move to 1-0. Oh, there he goes. He's doing the beer chug in between innings. So he's getting the free beer. There's the deal. As here comes the offering. This one will miss downstairs, and the count will move to 2-0. Two down, bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 count home to Schmitz. As that one will find the outside corner for a strike, and the count will move to 2-1. Wellman at 83 pitches through 5 2/3. 52 strikes and 31 balls. As here comes the pitch, and this one almost hits him. He has to scamper out of the way of that one. And the count will move to 3-1. Eric Arado, the all-star, the man on deck. As here comes the 3-1 offering home to Schmitz. And that one will find the heart of the zone for a strike, full count. Payoff pitch will be on the way home to Schmidt with 2 down, and he will look at ball 4 up and away from him. Wellman wanted it, but a little bit off the plate, and it will be a full count pitch that results in the walk to Schmitz. As Eric Arado will come to the plate now. 1 for 2. He has grounded back to the pitcher and also singled up the middle. We are still scoreless here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 down. As he comes to the plate now with a man aboard in Schmidt, who walked just moments ago. Digs into the batter's box, and he waits the first offering. It's a curveball in there for strike 1, home to the all-star, Eric Arado. Will be one of 4 of Casper representatives to the all-star game on the 20th, and perhaps even the home run derby. We'll have to wait and see. Participants have not been announced yet. As this one misses downstairs, bounced up there, and the count will move to 1-1. Oh, wow, you even got the yellow on the all-star. That's so fancy. 1-1, the count home to Arado. 2 down, but a runner aboard at first here in the bottom of the 6th. As here comes pitch home. This one is swung on and hit out to left center. This ball is going to get down. Moving around second is Schmidt. He will head into third standing without a problem. Eric Arado, another single here. It advances Schmidt to third. And the Horseheads are threatening for J.J. Girardin once again. In his last plate appearance, he came up to the plate with this exact situation. Runners at first and third and 2 down. He flew out to deep center. Let's see if he can break through to Wellman the 3rd time through the order for the Horseheads. 1 for 2 is Girardin. He has single to left, and as we said, center to center. Single to center. Flew out to center. There we go. Ding, ding, ding. Here comes a pitch. This one is swung on into the left side for a base hit. J.J. Girardin has done it. The Horseheads with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. J.J. Girardin, first pitch swinging. He sends this one right through the left side for the RBI base knock. And it is 1-0 Horseheads. They finally break through to Wellman as Arado goes down to second, and it will send up Jake Baker. The Horseheads have struck here first in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors for them. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Mining City as we have a meeting on the mound between Antonori and Wellman, who is at 90 pitches, 56 strikes, and 34 balls. They will get action up down in the Knockers bullpen. Girardin at first, Arado at second. Joe Schmidt already in for the first run of the ball game. As here comes a pitch home. This one is swung on and hit through the right side for a base hit. They will send Arado. Here he comes. The throw will come to the plate. He slides. It's not in time. Down to third goes Girardin. He is in there safely. It's an RBI single from the big man from Kansas. As this is now a 2-0 ball game. Keeping the line moving as Wellman starting to show some cracks. Arado scores. Girardin goes down to third on the throw. And Baker aboard at first with the RBI single. Everybody and their mom is going out to talk with Kyle Wellman now. We will see what the decision is here, but some excellent 2-out hitting for Jake Baker and J.J. Girardin. Meeting on the mound here now. The man at the plate will be Brandon Herter, who is 1 for 2. He has struck out swinging and also reached on a bunt. He was picked off on the base pads his last time up. But he will have runners at the corners. They are chatting out there. And now they will break it up as everybody will go back to their respective bases. And Brandon Herter will dig in, the 9-man for the Horseheads. So it is the bottom of the order getting it done tonight for Casper. You love to see it. So those lineup changes making Coach Stover look pretty good here tonight. It is the 7 and 8 men with the RBIs so far tonight, and Brandon Herter looking for one as well. As here comes the first offering from Wellman, and we'll go over to third to check on the runner Baker, who did not have a very big lead at all, but he will go back to first. 2-0, Casper leading here. They've got 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. As Wellman comes set, here comes a pitch to Herter. This one misses well inside. And it'll be a ball to him. 1-0 the count now to Herter. Kyler Halverson, the man on deck, hoping to get a plate appearance here in the inning. Runners at the corners for Brandon Herter. Here comes 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss at a fastball upstairs. And the count will move to 1-1 for the right fielder for Casper tonight. Girardin at third, he had an RBI single. Baker at first, he had one as well. Here comes the 1-1. This one is shot foul down the left field line. And the count will move to 1-2. Wellman is now at 94 pitches, 59 strikes, 35 balls. The Horseheads finally getting through to him here. 2 runs already in and looking for more with runners at the corners and 2 down. Here comes 1-2. This one is swung on and fouled off at the plate, so the count will hold right where it is. As this likely Wellman's final inning of work, as he is now at 95 pitches and 2 runs home against him on 8 hits. As Wellman comes set and now deals home. Swung on and missed, got him on the curveball as Herter is down swinging, but not before Casper. They get 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We head to the top of the 7th, Casper leading 2-0. Welcome back to the broadcast here. A 2-0 lead for Casper as Jerson Morales goes out for his 7th inning of work, and he will deal a strike home to Jake Mastillo. The 3, 4, and 5 men, heart of the order, dune up for Mining City here in the top of the 7th inning. As here comes the next offering. This one is fouled off. And the count will move to 0-2. 2 runs in for Casper in the bottom of the 6th inning, finally breaking through to the starter Kyle Wellman, who had been excellent. Probably the last we will see of him as he departs this game with 96 pitches under his belt. As here comes the next offering home for Morales. Swung on and missed. They will have to throw down to first to complete the strikeout. They do, and down on 3 pitches is Jake Mastillo. Another strikeout here for Jerson Morales. He is putting on quite a show for the hometown crowd. He's got 8 strikeouts on the night. As Justin Green will come to the plate, he is 0 for 2. He is flied to left and grounded to first. As he will dig in here now with the bases empty and 1 down in the top of the 7th. As Morales looks in and now deals home. This one is swung on, flied out to left. Moving over on it is Halverson, but this one is going to be in foul territory and out of play. So the count will move to 0-1. Is that true? Yeah, there you go. The more you know. From Broderick and Chris. Green digs in here. The count will be 0-1 on him. Bases empty. Nobody aboard. Mining City with just 2 hits all night off of Morales as this one misses off the plate, and the count will move to 1-1. Green will dig back in here. Morales at 85 pitches, 51 strikes, and 34 balls. The bat's finally helping out his cause as this one is swung on and fouled into the glove of the catcher, Schmidt. And the count will move to 1-2. Who are we thinking? Who? Oh, Shaquille O'Neal is in the house. Okay, sure. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Shaquille O'Neal. As here comes the 1-2 pitch home. This one misses well outside into the opposite batter's box, and the count will move to 2-2 on Green. The wind still blowing in here in Casper, even as the sun goes down, just about 8:20 here local time. As Morales gets ready, looking for another strikeout. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. He picks up another strikeout. It's another foul tip that was held on to by Schmitz. And back-to-back strikeouts is how the Tommyknockers, the 3 and 4 men, start off the top of the 7th inning here. Oh, a little Taylor Swift in the ballpark. That's what we like to hear. Absolutely. As Nick Hansen will dig in with 2 down here quickly. Top of the 7th inning, Casper leading 2-0. They got 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th to help out the cause of Morales, who has been excellent all evening. He gets Hansen to swing at the pitch, and this one is fouled back behind us. He is at 9 strikeouts, so he'd be into double digits if he gets Hansen to K here and K the side. As here comes the pitch for Morales, 0-1 the count. This one misses outside and low, and the count will move to 1-1 now on Hansen. Batting with 2 down, top of the 7th inning, nobody aboard in a 2-0 game. After RBI singles by Girardin and Baker in the bottom half of the last frame, this one will catch the outside corner. And Jerson Morales 1 strike away from double-digit strikeouts tonight. That scared me. Here comes the 1-2 offering home from Morales. It's on its way. Swung on and missed. He's got 10 strikeouts on the night. He punches out the side. Jerson Morales putting on an absolute clinic here as he is dominating this Tommyknockers lineup. He mows down the heart of it. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, it's stretch time, Chris. Casper leads 2-0. Welcome back to the ball game. We've got a new pitcher here as Kyle Wellman's night is over. He departs on the wrong end of the record as he gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, even though he pitched pretty well. The offense has been completely stymied by Morales. As showing bunt is Kyler Halverson. He gets it down, but it is right back to the pitcher who underhands. It's a bad throw, but holding the bag is Mastillo. By the way, the new pitcher is Liam Sommer, the right-hander out of Butte, Montana, 6'3", 170-pounder out of the University of Mary. So Halverson is down swinging on the bunt, ground out 1-3, just barely. As Ryan Callahan, all-star, will come to the plate. Sommer 0 for 1 on the season with a 4.69 ERA in 9 games. They have all been in relief. As he deals the first pitch home, that one misses outside for a ball, 1-0. 15 1/3 innings of work for Sommer, 17 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 11 hits. As time is called at the plate, Callahan will step out. He is 0 for 3 in the ballgame. He has flied out, grounded out, and struck out swinging. And he went to look at a pitch outside, and now he's ahead in the count, 2-0. Sommer's last appearance was on July 8th at no decision, 1 inning of work, 3 strikeouts, 3 men faced against the Spuds as he will deal a strike on that outside corner to Callahan. Count will move to 2-1. He has faced Casper one other time. This year, it was his only loss on the season, as this one misses well upstairs, and the count will move to 3-1. 2 innings of work in that appearance, 5 runs, 3 of them were earned, 1 hit, and 2 walks. He faced 12 men. So that is good news for Casper as they look to add to this 2-0 lead. And Callahan will take ball 4. That one missing in the opposite batter's box. Not even close. It was a ball out of his hand. So Callahan will head down to first with a 1-out walk, and it will send up Christian Lopez, who has had a relatively quiet night for his repertoire. Lopez is 1 for 3. He has grounded out to first and also to short, and he has singled back up the middle. He digs in here now. I think the wind is picking up here as it is blowing into right now. Chris is really having a hard time as here comes the pitch. That one right down the heart of the zone, and it'll be an 0-1 count. The window is open right in front of his face because that's where the camera is. So he's really just taking a beating tonight. But at least he got a hot dog. It was a great hot dog, too. We have great hot dogs here at the ballpark, and I am not even a hot dog gal. But they brought some up from western Nebraska, and they were terrible. They were awful, let me tell you. You know what? Gehring smells bad, and they have bad hot dogs there. So there you go. Casper is better. Casper is better in every way. As here comes the 0-1 pitch home to Lopez. This one misses outside for a ball, 1-1. It's not a shock. We've said it before. The hot dogs here are so good. It's just, it's a perfectly grilled dog. Jerome's got the garlic salt out there that he's using on the burgers. It's gourmet here at the ballpark. They simply can't compete in Gehring as this one is fouled off to the right side. And the count will move to 1-2 on Lopez. It is getting pretty windy here. There's a special weather statement that the National Weather Service has put out for us here in Casper. We will have to see what that is. Probably something due to the high winds here. I would have to take a gander. As here comes 1-2 pitch. This one misses well outside to Lopez. It is still 81 degrees here. Special weather announcement for Natrona County. We will have to see. As, yeah, no, it is definitely picking up. As, whoop, whoop, the camera, okay, oh boy. Oh, yeah, let's take that one down, because this one's stable, but that one, let's take that one down. You see the camera go? Oh, you're going to close that back window? Thank you, sir. Getting assist from our PA, Broderick, as we almost lost the camera. As here comes the 2-2 pitch home. This one misses down low for a ball. And the count will run full. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, go put that somewhere safe. We need that camera for center field so we can get the look in at the batter, please, for the All-Star game. We can't lose it. As here comes the full count pitch home to Lopez. Runner takes off, but he will have to head back. as that one is fouled to the screen. Red flag warning until Friday at 9 o'clock. Low humidities and strong gusty winds will create erratic fire behavior. Okay, I hate that. So please, no fires tonight, folks in Casper. But the wind is supposed to get up to 40 miles an hour. As this one is going to hit Lopez. It hit him right off that front shoulder, and he will head on down to first. As on with the hit by pitch is Lopez, and this will have runners aboard at first and second for Jake Reynes, who is 0 for 3 so far in the ball game. He has flied out twice and also struck out swinging, and he will dig in against the new pitcher, Liam Sommer. We will get to Kyle Wellman's final line, as Reynes will dig in here with runners aboard at first and second. Here comes pitch. This one is swung on and fouled back. Count will move to 0-1. Wellman, 6 innings of work, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 8 hits, 2 walks. And that is the night for him. He departs this one, the losing pitcher of record. So as long as Casper holds on, he will take the loss on the season. Reynes, the count to him is 0-1 after he fouled the last offering back. Sommer comes set, now deals home. This one misses well upstairs. And the count will move even, 1-1. Wellman would move to 1-3 on the season with the loss. As Sommer comes set, runners aboard here, working a bit more methodically. That one will bounce up there, and it is a 2-1 count on Reynes. Reynes out of Baltimore, Maryland, 175 pounds, 6-foot sophomore at the University of Maine. As here comes the 2-1 offering home from Sommer. This one is swung on, hit out to the shortstop. They underhand a second for 1 over to first, and they turn the double play. So that ends the threat for the Horseheads here as Reynes bounces into the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. We head to the top of the 8th. Casper still leading 2-0. Sinclair Transportation, comprised of trucking and pipeline operations, accounts for an additional 35 employees living in and contributing to the local economy. The company's extensive pipeline and transportation system ensures that crude oil and refined products are safely and quickly transported in and around the Western United States. Welcome back to the ballpark. Here it is a 2-0 ball game as we open play in the top of the 8th inning. The night is done for Jerson Morales, who was excellent, spectacular, amazing, all of the acronyms. The second best pitching appearance that we have seen after only Jacob Small's complete game shutout. Morales going 7 scoreless innings, allowing just 2 hits. We'll get you his final line in a moment here. But for now, the new pitcher is the right-hander, William Atwell, 6'1", 195-pound freshman at Wofford. 0-1 on the season with a 4.05 ERA in 5 games. All of those were relief appearances. 6 2/3 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, 12 walks, and 5 hits. As he will come out and face the 6, 7, and 8 men for the Tommyknockers here in a 2-0 ball game. Atwell's last appearance was on the 4th of July. He went an inning of work. He struck out 1 and he faced 4 men. He has faced the Tommyknockers twice, one time up in Butte. That was back on June 19th. He went 2 innings. He gave up 1 run. It was earned. 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. And then here in Casper on the 13th, he took his only loss of the year in 2/3 innings of work. 2 runs, but neither of them were earned on 1 hit and 3 walks. Showing bunt here is Miles Hartsfield, but the pitch is well outside for a ball, and the count will move to 1-0. On the number 6 man for the Tommyknockers here in a 2-0 ball game. As Atwell will get ready to deal the 1-0 pitch home. Here comes the pitch, and this will miss outside for another ball, and the count will move to 2-0. The line for Morales, 7 innings of work. He did not allow a run, 10 strikeouts, 9 swinging and 1 looking. 2 hits and 1 walk for him. Just an excellent night as the offense looks to hold on to this 2-0 lead and get Morales the well-earned win. It would be his 2nd win in as many appearances. As Atwell has yet to deal a strike. The count is 3-0, home to Hartsfield, the leadoff man for the Knockers in the frame. As this one will catch the inside corner for a strike, and the count will move to 3-1. Hartsfield is 0 for 2. He has grounded out twice so far in the ball game. As this is first appearance against Atwell. Here comes a 3-1 offering, and it misses off the outside corner. And aboard with the leadoff walk is Miles Hartsfield. It will send up Steven Straken, who is 0 for 2. He has struck out swinging and lined out to short. Here comes the TikTok song again. It's the Backyardigans originally. We need to give credit. We actually used this song in a TikTok when we had our mascot, Derek. He was racing. He was at the YMCA Kids Day. He was racing Dino the Dino and also the Natrona County Mustang. And I don't want to say that Derek wiped the floor with the other mascots in the mascot race, but, you know, he wiped the floor with the other mascots. You just got to be honest sometimes. As this one will fall in for a strike. 0-1 now, the count to Straken. Batting with nobody out in the top of the 8th inning and a runner aboard at first as this one misses inside, and the count will even up at 1-1 on Straken. Just about 8:35 here local time, 2 hours into the ball game. Top of the 8th inning, Casper leading 2-0. We are on camera watch as the wind continues to whip in. This one should be okay. The other one we didn't have set up completely when it started to leaning Tower of Pisa on us, as this one misses inside for another ball. Atwell having some trouble finding the strike zone here early in his relief appearance. 8 pitches, 2 strikes, and 6 balls for him so far. As the wind certainly not helping out his cause any. As here comes pitch. That one dropped by Schmidt, and it is another ball. So Atwell is now in danger of walking back-to-back men to start off this relief outing after Morales had walked just 1 in 7 innings of work. Atwell will have to fight here. 3-1, the count home to Straken. As he comes sets. Here comes pitch. This one is swung on, hit high, but not deep into left. Moving over on it is Halverson. The wind giving him some problems, but he is there to make the catch for out number 1. Any fly ball is kind of a precocious situation here with the wind whipping out towards right like it is. Oh, not the Justin Bieber. Please, Haley. Oh. Hartsfield holding up at first as Vinny Antonori will come to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout swinging and a fly out. If the opposing team had played that for my walk-up song, a Justin Bieber song, I would have thrown up at the plate, and then they would have had to clean that up. And then I would have been like, I'm fine, I can do it. As that one catches the heart of the plate for a strike. 0-1, the count runs to Antonori. The number 8 man for the Knockers here tonight in what is turned into a windy pitching affair. As Atwell will check the runner back at first. Here comes the pitch. Runner takes off at second. The throw will go down. It will not be in time. And the first stolen base of the evening belongs to Miles Hartsfield. As the pitch was outside, it was a ball, so the count will move to 1-1 on the batter, Antonori. Eden Brown, the number 9 man, out on deck for the Knockers. This game was scoreless forever, it seemed, in a pitcher's duel that we have not seen the likes of here at Mike Lansing Field this season. Before Casper got through to the starter, Kyle Wellman, for 2 in the bottom of the 6th and swung on and missed there. Is the pitch by Atwell, and it is a 1-2 count home to Vinny Antonori. Atwell looking to pick up his first strikeout of the appearance. As the light poles are swaying. I hate that. That makes me so nervous. Why are the light poles swaying? I need to call my engineering friends and be like, get out to Casper Stat. Oh man. As here comes the 1-2 offering home. It will not be made. Atwell is going to step off here. As he will climb back into the box now. Atwell at 13 pitches, 5 strikes, and 8 balls. Antonori, 1-2, the count home to him. Hartsfield, the runner aboard at second after walking and stealing a base. Atwell comes set and now deals home. Swung on and sent fouled on the left field line. I think he broke his bat on that one. He did. So he will have to get a new piece of wood, and it'll be a 1-2 count to him when he comes back to the plate. Atwell and Schmidt will go over their game plan. Well, they get out a new bat for Antonori. Right off the bat, you heard that one crack. And so, it will be a 1-2 pitch here. 1 down, top of the 8th inning. Trying to hype up the crowd here on a warm, windy night in Casper. Antonori still trying to find a stick he likes. He's got one now, as he will come back to the plate. He is out of Atlanta, Georgia, 6'3", 210-pounder at Emmanuel College. Just 8 games under his belt for the Knockers this season. His last game, he was 1 for 4 with a strikeout. As Atwell comes set, here comes 1-2 pitch. An off-speed pitch that is swung on and hit out to center. Going back on it is Reynes. Now he's coming in on it. The wind playing with this one. He is there. He cannot make the catch. The ball is going to drop in shallow center. Nothing Jake Reynes can do about that one. I mean, you just have no idea where the ball is going on these fly balls tonight with the wind whipping in the way it is. They will give him a hit on it. And down to third is Hartsfield. As Hayden Brown will come to the plate now. Runners at the corners for him with 1 down. Mining City, they turned a double play in the bottom of the 7th and Casper scoring threat. You'd love to see the roles reverse. Casper turning one here to end the Knockers scoring threat. I think we're going to have a pinch runner, and we will. Antonori doesn't look happy about it. We will find out who the pinch runner is for you here in just a moment. I'm assuming it's one of the catchers that the Knockers have on their roster, as that was what Antonori was doing this evening. I haven't updated it on point streak yet, but we will try and find out who the man at first is now, as Antonori is out of this ball game for a pinch runner. As here comes pitch home to Brown. Check swing. He went around on it. As it will be an 0-1 offering home to Hayden Brown, who is 1 for 2 in the ball game. He has singled and struck out swinging so far tonight. Oh, dead moth. Oh, okay. All right, I'm back. I'm fine. Here comes pitch. This one misses well downstairs, blocked nicely by Schmidt. He keeps it in front of him, and the count will move to 1-1. We went down to ask our scorers who the pinch runner is. They don't know either. We will try to get you a number here in a moment. Yes, the count is 1-1. home to Hayden Brown, batting with runners at the corners and 1 down in the top of the 8th inning. As Atwell will check the runner back at first. Now comes set, here comes pitch. This one missing outside. And the count will move to 2-1. 2-1, the count home to Hayden Brown. 1 down, top of the 8th inning. Outfield in extremely shallow, The runner is going down to second. There will be no throw. And that takes the double play out of order, and it also puts the tying run in scoring position. The outfield is in so shallow that it might be tough for them to score that runner on a base hit just because of how the outfielders are positioned. The pitch was a strike, however, so the count will move to 2-2 as time is called by Brown at the plate. As Brown, the man at the plate. Atwell looking to strike him out. 2-2, the count home to him. As here comes pitch. This one missing well outside in the opposite batter's box, and the count is now run full. Runner at second. Hartsfield at third. Both runners in scoring position here now for Hayden Brown. As Atwell gets ready to deal the payoff pitch home, here it comes. This one is swung on, hit out to right, going back on it is Herter. He's looking up at it. It's over his head. 1 run will score. They will send that second runner. He is in. And just like that, it is a 2-2 ball game here. The pinch runner is number 13. Matt Morgan, so we found that out at least. But regardless, William Atwell has allowed 2 earned runs to come across here in the top of the 8th inning, and we are tied once again. As Coach Stover, he has seen enough from Atwell. That is the night for him. We will have a pitching change here as a brand new ball game here in the top of the 8th inning. 1 down, a pitching change, 2-2. Welcome back to the ball game. Top of the 8th inning, and what is a new ball game now after William Atwell gives up 2 runs here in the top of the 8th inning. We are tied at 2 now, as the new pitcher is Quinn McGuire, the left-hander, the only lefty in this Horseheads bullpen. As here comes his first offering home, showing bunt is Seth Lucero. Pitch misses for a ball, and the count will move to 1-0. 2 runs coming across here for the Knockers after a walk and a couple of hits, including the RBI double by Hayden Brown, the big blow. He's got 2 of the 4 hits tonight for Mining City. As this one is sent out into left field, and this ball will get down. Moving up 90 feet is Brown. They will hold him there. As McGuire comes in and surrenders a single to Seth Lucero. Still just 1 down here in the inning. As Dobrinski struck out in his last plate appearance, he got half-price beer for everybody in the ballpark. Coming up in an even bigger spot here. 0 for 3 on the night is Dobrinski. He has grounded out, flied out, and struck out swinging. McGuire, the pitcher now of record. As here comes pitch home. This one misses well inside. Excuse me, he is not, because Brown is still Atwell's responsibility. So the night is not quite done on William Atwell, who just didn't have it tonight. Not helped out by the wind at all this evening. As here comes the pitch home from McGuire. This one is swung on and sent through the right side. Runner will come in to score, and for the first time tonight, the Tommyknockers have the lead on the RBI single by Carter Dobrinski, so that will close the book on William Atwell, who is now the pitcher of record. He is in line for the loss. But still plenty of time for the Horseheads to rally. They just got to shut the door on the Knockers here, but a tough part of the lineup to do it on. The 3-4-5 men are coming up now. As this one just softly hit through the right side, Brown scores on it, and Lucero moves up to second. McGuire is the left-hander out of Yakima Valley Junior College, 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore. As here comes the first offering home to Jake Mastillo. This one misses. It's behind him, and everybody is going to move up. And the wheels, this is really tough to see, especially after such a solid outing from Jerson Morales, who gave you 7 strong, scoreless innings. William Atwell surrendering the lead, and now Quinn McGuire, he has allowed 2 singles, and the wild pitch has allowed everybody to move up 90 feet. As it will be a 1-0 offering home to Mastillo. Runners now at second and third. The infield is in. Here comes the pitch. It's fouled off the plates. And the count will move to 1-1 on Mastillo. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out looking, walked, and struck out swinging in the ball game. As the air has really just been sucked out of this place. McGuire and the Horseheads defense looking to stop the bleeding here. 3 runs already in the top of the 8th as this one is swung on. Hit out to right. Going back on it is Herter. He's looking up, and this ball is off the top of the wall. 1 run will score. They will send Dobrinski, and heading into third with an RBI triple is Jake Mastillo, and what a gun punch that one is. That one almost got out of here entirely with the wind. I mean, he hit it right on the screws and out to right where the wind is blowing out to. A triple for Jake Mastillo. Lucero and Dobrinski both scores. A 5-spot put up by the Knockers here in the top of the 8th inning. 2 runs are going to be charged to McGuire here. He has thrown 7 pitches, and he has not retired a man yet. Still 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Here comes a pitch from McGuire. This one is swung on and hit foul out of play by Green. And the count will move to 0-1. Mastillo, the man at third. Green 0 for 3 with a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout swinging. On a night where pitching was the story early, it's going to end up being the story late, but for the wrong reasons for the Horseheads. 5 runs off the bullpen here in the top of the 8th inning. And some of their best relievers as well, as here comes pitch from McGuire, and this one will catch the outside corner. Green gestured like that one was off the plate, but it is called a strike. And the count will move to 0-2. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 2 men left on for Mining City. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 8 men left on for the Horseheads. You'll have the 5, 6, and 7 men due up in the bottom of the 8th. You got to get there first, though, as here comes the 0-2 from McGuire. This one missing well outside. It's going to get away from Schmidt. There will be a play at the plate. They will get the runner at home. How about that? Joe Schmidt tracking that one down quickly. McGuire hustling home to cover as they will cut down the runner Mastillo at home. Trying to steal. He is down. Trying to get home on the wild pitch. He does not. That one going 2-1. So we do get an out here off of McGuire. From McGuire, I should say. Pitch was a ball, but there are 2 down here now in the top of the 8th inning, and Horseheads are a strike away from getting out of the inning. 1-2 count on Green. As here comes a pitch from McGuire. This one is swung on and hit to the left side of the infield. This one is going to get through. It was a diving attempt there by Callahan, and it just escaped his glove.
Number 31.
So kind of a gift there that Mastillo was thrown out of home, because he would have scored on that, and it would have been a 6-2 ball game. But it is another base hit for the Horseheads, or excuse me, for the Tommyknockers, as they just keep the line here moving in the 8th. 5 runs already in. We are now even in the hit column at 8. As Nick Hansen will come to the plate. He has struck out 3 times tonight, all of them swinging. As he's batting now with 2 down in the top of the 8th. As here comes pitch home. This one is swung on and hit foul down the right field line. So the count will move to 0-1. We do have an airplane or some sort of vehicle moving up in the sky there. I do think that's an airplane. We have the Casper Airport here in town. I don't know if it's actually an Army flyover or it is. There you go. We have an Army flyover here. As this one is swung on and hit foul just right at the plate, so the count will move to 0-2. An 0-2 count home to Nick Hansen. Horseheads looking to get out of this inning. Get him back to the bat rack. Horsehead's certainly capable of putting up 3 runs, especially with the 5, 6, and 7 men due. It's the bottom of the lineup that has done damage tonight. As here comes the 0-2 pitch. Runner takes off. This one is outside. The throw down is on a couple of hops, and it's not in time. Backed up nicely by Girardin, as that one was headed out for center field, but it will be a stolen base here by Green. And so another runner in scoring position. The pitch did miss for a ball, and the count will move to 1-2. Miles Hartsfield, the man on deck. As McGuire looking in, he's thrown 14 pitches, 9 strikes, 5 balls. As he will deal home. This one is swung on and hit softly to the shortstop, Girard, and he will have to hurry. He does, as he throws over to Baker to retire Hansen, but not before 5 runs come in for Mining City. They lead this one 5-2 now, heading to the home half of the 8th.
Looking to stay connected with your hometown baseball team? Make sure you're subscribed to the Horseheads text messages. All you've got to do is text GO HEADS to 85100 to sign up for exclusive updates, giveaways, promos, and the latest news on all things Horseheads.
Welcome back to the ballgame. We have a defensive change to report for you. It'll be David Melfi taking over behind the plate after the pinch runner, Matt Morgan. So he was just in to pinch run, and it paid off for the Knockers as they scored 5 runs in the top of the 8th inning, as they lead this one 5-2. Bottom of the 8th inning, here comes the pitch home. This one is swung on and chopped to the shortstop, Hartsfield. He will fire across the diamond and retire Schmidt. So Schmidt is down on 1 pitch. And it will send up Eric Arado, who is 2 for 3. He has grounded out and singled twice. And he will dig in here now with 1 down in the bottom of the 8th inning in a 5-2 ball game. Nobody aboard for Arado, who will look to pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. As Arado is 2 for 3 on the evening, looking to get aboard here in a 3-run game that was scoreless for quite some time, but now a 5-2 ball game as this catches the outside corner and the count will move to 1-1. J.J. Girardin also due up here in the bottom of the 8th for the Horseheads. As here comes the pitch home, and Arado will go hacking at a pitch upstairs. And the count moves to 1-2 on him. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on for the Tommyknockers. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 8 men left on for the Horseheads. As here comes 1-2 pitch home to Arado. This one is swung on and hit out to left, but this one is going to get down foul. And so the count will hold right where it is. Arado out of Sussex, Wisconsin, 165-pound, 5'11" freshman at Northern Illinois. Hitting .303 on the season. He is an all-star. That was announced last night. In 22 games, 17 runs, 10 RBIs, 15 strikeouts, and 6 stolen bases. As here comes pitch to him, swung on and fouled off at the plate, so the count will hold. 1-2 home to Arado, as he will step out now, climb back in just past 9 o'clock here local time, coming up on 2.5 hours of gameplay. As here comes 1-2 from Sommer. This one is swung on and hit over the head of the leaping shortstop Hartsfield into left field for a base hit. And Eric Arado gets aboard with 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th, and it will send up J.J. Girardin, who is 2 for 3. He has singled, flied out, and singled once more. He does have an RBI on the night. 1 of 2 for the Horseheads. 1 was off of his bat. The other off of the bat of Jake Baker, the man on deck. As Girardin digs in, he is singled to left twice and then flown out to center. Horseheads need base runners. Baker is the tying run on deck. As Sommer looks in, now deals home. This one is swung on and hit through the right side on a couple of hops. So J.J. Girardin, 3 singles on the night for him. An excellent evening for Girardin, the shortstop. Arado will hold up at second. And Jake Baker, the game-tying run, will now come to the plate. He is 1 for 3 with a strikeout looking. A ground out and a single. As we will have a meeting on the mound here. There is action down in the Tommyknocker pen. It looks like just a chat about how they want to approach Baker here. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1 down. Baker, the tying run at the plate. 5-2, Mining City leading. They got 5 runs in the top half of the frame. And Casper looking to put up some runs of their own here in the bottom half of it. They got 2 runs in the 6th, an RBI single by J.J. Girardin and an RBI single by the man at the plate right now, Jake Baker. A chance for Casper to get right back into this one. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1 down. As a catcher, Melfi will come back behind the plate now. As Jake Baker steps back in here. Good situation for him. A big hole on the right side for him as well. That's where J.J. Girardin went with his ball. As Sommer comes set, now deals home. This one will miss off the outside corner, and the count will move to 1-0 on Baker. Jake comes into this one hitting .302 in 30 games, 20 runs scored, 13 RBIs, 21 walks, and 29 strikeouts. As Sommer comes set, takes a look back at the runner, and now deals home. This one will catch that outside corner for a strike this time, and the count will move to 1-1. Baker's last game, he was 1 for 2 with a walk. And against the Tommyknockers this season, 9 for 23 with 3 doubles and 3 RBIs. Horsehead threatening here now. Baker will step out. He calls time. As he takes a deep breath, looks out at the infield, and now climbs back into the box. 1-1 the count to Baker. As here comes pitch home from Sommer. This one misses, and it gets away from the catcher. Both runners are going to throw down to third. It's not in time. It'll be a pass ball. The catcher, Melfi, didn't know where that one was, and it allows Arado to get down to third and Girardin to get to second. Melfi just into this game, and he has allowed the pass ball. That takes a double play out of order, and a base hit scores 2 runners here. Baker, the pitch was a ball to him, so the count is now 2-1. As here comes pitch home by Sommer. This one is swung on, chopped up the middle. It's soft. The second baseman charges, and it's not in time. The throw gets away. 2 runs will score on the single by Jake Baker. Give him 3 RBIs on the night. As he will go down to second, they will, in my estimate, they're probably going to give him an infield single, and then he gets down to second on the error. As it was a big bounding ball on the infield. Arado scores, Girardin scores. They have not put up an error yet, so it's got to be an error. Baker goes down to second on it. Throw on the second baseman there as we'll have a meeting on the mound and a pitching change. As Casper making this one interesting, just 5-4 now after the RBI base hit on the infield by Jake Baker. As we will find out who that pitcher is, and we will come back, but don't go anywhere. The game-tying run for the Horseheads out at second base. Sinclair Casper Refining Company is a 30,000 barrel per day facility that employs 147 hardworking employees. Primary products include Tier 3 gasoline and diesel fuel. Sinclair is committed to producing lower sulfur fuels and offers Tier 3 gasoline at all their stations in the entire Rocky Mountain region. We will have a pitching change here at the ballpark, and also the shortstop is doing some push-ups as... I don't know why, but he's doing some push-ups. It is a 5-4 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The new pitcher is Dylan Wilhelm for the Knockers, the right-hander out of Athens, Georgia, 6'2", 205-pounder at USD Aiken. He will come in with the tying run out at second base and Jake Baker. As Brandon Herter will dig in, he is 1 for 3, he has struck out swinging twice, and he has also reached via a bunt base hit. So he will dig in here now with one down, bottom of the 8th inning, and Baker out at second. As Wilhelm will look in for the sign. He's got it, checks the runner back, and now deals home. And this one is swung on. Hit to the third baseman, Dobrinsky, who was in. He fires over to first, and it gets away from the first baseman. They're going to send Baker home. Here he comes. He will score, and this game is tied. How about that? Dobrinsky was in. He had time to make a good throw, and he just did not. The throw guts away from Mastillo, and we have a tie ball game here, 5-5, as Baker comes around to score on the error, so 2 errors in the inning for the Knockers. As tied once again. Baker scores on it. And Herter will end up at second. As it will send up Kyler Halverson now to go ahead run out at second. Here comes the pitch. This one will find the bottom of the strike zone, and the count will move to 0-1. 5-5 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 out still. Both teams doing a lot of scoring here. Mining City got 5 in their half of the inning, and now Horseheads, they've gotten 3 and still threatening. Here comes the pitch. This one will catch the outside corner, and the count will move to 0-2. Wilhelm is decisionless on the season with a 2.74 ERA in 14 games. He does have 7 saves. So it seems like he is their closer here in the 8th inning. Should have had a ground ball 6-3 or 5-3 out, but Dobrinsky throwing it away, allowing the tying run to score as this one is fouled back to the screen, and the count will hold it 0-2 on Kyler. Kyler is 1 for 3. He has grounded out twice, singled, and walked tonight. Wilhelm has appeared in 19 and 2/3 innings of work, 35 strikeouts, 12 balls, and 16 hits. He is ahead in the count 0-2 on Halverson. Here comes pitch. This one misses upstairs, and the count will move to 1-2. Wilhelm's last outing was on July 7th at the Spuds. He took a no decision, 1 inning of work, 2 strikeouts, and he faced 3 men. He has faced Casper twice this season. As here comes 1-2 offering home to Halverson. Check swing foul. Off to the right side, and it is 1-2 count. His last appearance against Casper was on the 19th. Up in Butte, 2 innings of work. He allowed 3 earned runs on 4 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. As he is dealing with Kyler Halverson here now, 1-2 the count to him. As here comes pitch. That one misses inside for a ball. And the count will move to 2-2. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1 out. Here comes pitch. This one misses well outside. And the count is now run full to Halverson. Brandon Herter, the man aboard at second. Bottom of the 8th inning. We are all tied at 5 here. As Wilhelm comes set, now delivers. This one is going to be foul off at the plate. And the count will hold right where it is. Our home plate umpire will get some more baseballs here. The wind still whipping out to right here in Casper. It is a full count offering to Kyler Halverson. 3 runs in for the Horseheads already in the 8th. We are tied once again. We were tied at 0-0 for the longest time. The Horseheads had a 2-0 lead for a little bit. And then it was 2-2 before Mining City took a 5-2 lead. And now 5-5 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Time is called by Melfi behind the plates. Halverson has seen 8 pitches already. He will see a 9th as we approach 9:15 here local time. 5-5. Here comes pitch. Swung on and fouled off at the plate, so the 10th pitch will be made to Halverson. Being pesky here is the leadoff man for Casper. 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, and 3 men left on for Mining City. 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and 8 men left on for Casper. As Wilhelm just into this ball game, he looks in. Comes set. The payoff pitch. This one is swung on and hit into right center field. This ball is going to get down. They will send the runner harder. Here he comes. The throw will be cut off. It is not in time. Oh, and now the pitcher can't decide what he wants to do with it. And Halverson is back to first safely. It is now a 6-5 ball game. Casper has come roaring back here in the bottom of the 8th inning. An RBI single by Kyler Alverson. And Ryan Callahan will dig in here now. The Horseheads have the lead once again. Halverson was hung up between first and second, and it looked like they were going to pick him off, but the pitcher, Wilhelm, could not decide what he wanted to do with the baseball, and by the time that he decided he was going to go to first, nobody was there covering. So Halverson is back safely for Ryan Callahan as he will look at ball one upstairs. 1-0 now the count to Callahan, who is batting with a Horseheads lead, 6-5. So McGuire goes from the losing pitcher to the winning pitcher, as here comes the next offering, and that one will miss outside for a ball. 2-0 now the count to Callahan. No action down in that Mining City bullpen. Callahan 0 for 3. You fly out, a ground out, a strikeout, swinging, and a walk for him. The throw goes back to check on the runner, Halverson, and he is back safely. 2-0 now, the count to Ryan. 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th here for the Horseheads. Here comes pitch. This one is shot foul down the left field line. And the count will move to 2-1. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, hanging in here. It has been one heck of a game here in Casper. It was a pitcher's duel early, and now it has turned into a battle of the offenses here late, 6-5. As here comes a pitch from Wilhelm, and this one misses outside for a ball, and the count will move to 3-1. We will see if McGuire comes out. It looks like they do have action down in that Casper bullpen, so McGuire's night is likely done. We will see who comes out to close things down. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 men due up in the top of the 9th for the Knockers, as this one misses outside, and Ryan Callahan is going to take his second consecutive walk. He will head down to first, and Christian Lopez will dig in. Lopez is 1 for 3. He has grounded out, singled, grounded out, and also been hit by a pitch, as he will check in with Coach Stover here. They will go over how they want to approach this at bat. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Knockers have not been able to retire anybody recently, as Hank Dunn will run us out some more baseballs. And Christian Lopez will dig in. Man, what a game this has been. Coming into the inning, Mining City was leading 5-2 after putting 5 runs up in the top half of the 8th. And now Casper has responded with 4 runs of their own. As here comes pitch home. This one misses downstairs, bounced up there, and the count will move to 1-0. Jake Reynes, the man out on deck for the Horseheads. Hoping to get the inning to him. Hoping to get some insurances, Lopez, as that one will fall in for a strike. And the count will move to 1-1. Lopez is 1 for 3 so far in the evening, batting with 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. Halverson at second, Callahan at first. Here comes a pitch. He swings and doesn't get a pitch on the outside corner. And the count will move to 1-2. Willem has thrown 19 pitches, 11 strikes, 8 balls, and he has not retired anybody. Defense behind him hasn't helped things out. They have committed 2 errors in the inning. Both have led to runs. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got Lopez to go swinging once again at that pitch on the outside corner in the opposite batter's box. And finally, Wilhelm does retire someone here in the bottom of the 8th, as Jake Reynes will dig in, batting with 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. Runners aboard at first and second for him. He is 0 for 4. He has not been aboard tonight. He has flied out twice, struck out swinging, and also grounded out so far in the ball game. Excuse me. Voice is going again. I got to stop yelling. It's just so exciting. Check swing is Reynes, and he'll go around on it. 0-1 the count. Rainus manning center field tonight for the Horseheads. Looking to give Casper some insurance. They lead by 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. As here comes pitch. This one will miss inside. It had Rainus moving that back elbow out of the way. And it will be a 1-1 offering home to him. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2 down. 6-5, Casper leading things here. As Wilhelm looks in for the sign. We got some very excited children right in front of us. I'm right there with them. As here comes 1-1 pitch. Misses well outside, and it gets away entirely from the catcher. Everybody is going to move up 90 feet on the wild pitch. Halverson down to third. Callahan to second, so that makes getting that third out a little more difficult. They can't just step on that second base bag on a ball up the middle. And that also puts 2 men in scoring position for Rainus with a 2-1 count. He is ahead. Wind is blowing straight in on him. Here comes pitch. This one is swung on. Hit out to right. Going back on it is Brown. He's moving over. He is there to make the catch, straddling the line. Out in right, but not before Casper. They put up 4 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They take the lead once again. We will see who is coming in to try and slam the door on the Knockers here. It's been a back and forth affair all evening. But the Horseheads, they have got the lead, 6-5, heading to the top of the 9th. Don't go anywhere.
Expedition League All-Star Spectacular presented by Hydrotex comes to Casper on July 19th and 20th. Season and game tickets are on sale now at CasperHorseheads.com. Casper Horseheads Baseball back in the saddle all summer long.
Top of the 9th inning, Casper leading 6-5. It is Andrew Hansen on to close things out for the Horseheads here as he will deal ball 1 home to Miles Hartsfield. It is the 6, 7, and 8 men due up for the Knockers. As Casper putting up 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning, excuse me. As here comes a 1-0 pitch. This one is right down the heart of the plate for a strike. And the count will move to 1-1. Hansen, the right-hander, 6 foot, 160-pound sophomore at Neosho County Junior College out of Aurora, Colorado. As this one will miss upstairs, and the count will move to 2-1 on Hartsfield. 0-1 is Hansen on the season with an ERA of 8.57 in 13 games. All have been out of the pen as this one is swung on and fouled back, and the count is now 2-2. Chris is back. He's got the ice cream sandwich. He's ready to wrap this one up. It's the good luck ice cream sandwich. We'll call it that. As Hansen comes set, the 2-2 pitch. It misses just inside. Schmidt was ready to throw that one around the horn. But it is a ball, and the count is now run full to Hartsfield. Hansen in 21 innings of work, 25 strikeouts, 19 walks, and 27 hits. Has the payoff pitch. This one is swung on. It's a broken bat. As that one went flying. That's the second broken bat that we have seen tonight. As Rolando De La Cruz comes hustling out to get the foul ball there. The bat was broken, and the top half of it went swinging towards the on-deck circle. As the bottom half of it might have gotten a piece of Hartsfield, but we will have the trainer go out. He is gesturing to that right bottom part of his leg. He is limping a bit. Oh, he is wringing out that arm. I bet the ricochet on that was abysmal. That is probably what it is there. He is in some discomfort from the reverb of that bat breaking and the foul ball. So he will take a moment here, shake out that arm. He's got a new bat. He's got it all pine-tarred up. And he will dig in against Hansen. The payoff pitch to the leadoff man here in the top of the ninth inning. Hansen comes set and deals home. This one is swung on and hit out to left, and this is a fair ball. It'll get down and roll around down the line. Heading into second is Miles Hartsfield. He will get in there standing up with a leadoff double. So the tying run in scoring position for the Knockers. Not what Hansen was looking to do there. As it will send up Steven Straken, the DH, who was 0 for 3 tonight. He has struck out swinging, lined out, and flied out. Hansen's last outing, it was just yesterday, 2 days ago, excuse me. He took the loss in that 26-9 blowout up in Spearfish. He gave up 8 runs in 2/3 of an inning. Just 3 of them were earned on 3 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Trying to pitch around the leadoff double as the pitch on the inside corner for a strike, and count is 0-1 now to Straken. They've got 3-3 up on the scoreboard. Scoreboard, 3-3. We'll let Connor know about that. As they will reset it. There we go. As here comes pitch from Hansen. This one misses too low. And the count will even up at 1-1. Hansen has faced the Knockers 4 times, so they have certainly got the book on him. The last time he went 3 innings on June 20th up in Butte. He allowed just 1 hit, and he struck out 4. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. It's swung on. It was inside, and it's fouled off at the plates. So Hansen ahead in the count now. David Melfi is the man on deck after taking over defensively behind the plates. It will be a 1-2 count as Straken will step back into the box here now. Big spot for Hansen as the Horseheads look to take game 1 of this 3-game set. Here comes 1-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Coming in on it is Arado at the lip of the grass. He is there to make the catch for out number 1. Infield fly was in effect as Straken is out number 1 on a lazy pop-up right to the second baseman, Arado. Holding up at second is Hartsfield. And it will send up David Melfi for his first plate appearance tonight. Melfi, right-hander, 5'11", 185 pounds at Wagner College out of Jackson, New Jersey. Hitting .327 on the season for the Knockers in 33 games. He has over 100 plate appearances, so a good sample size for him. As Hansen checks the runner back, now deals home. This one down in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher Schmidt, but no advance by the runner Hartsfield. And so will be a ball. 1-0 the count to Melfi. His last game, he was 1 for 4 with a run scored and a strikeout. That was on the 8th against the Spuds. In the 11-2 loss that Canyon County handed the Knockers. It is a 1-0 offering. Hansen trying like heck to pitch around that leadoff double. As here comes pitch. This one a bit too tall, and the Count will move 2-0. One down, top of the 9th inning. Casper clinging to a 1-run lead. After Mining City took a 5-2 lead in the 8th after putting up 5 in the frame. And then Casper battling back. They got 4 in the 8th. And that is where we stand now, 6-5. Casper leading things here. Here comes the 2-0 pitch home to Melfi. This one is fired. It'll get away from Schmidt. And there is no stopping this one. As heading down to third is Hartsfield. So now the tying run just 90 feet away. And it is a 3-0 offering. Now, it's not the worst thing. With the 3-0 offering, it's not the worst thing in the world to put him on and try for the double play here. However, Hayden Brown is the number 9 man, and he has done damage against Casper tonight. So we will see how they approach this one. As Hansen comes set and gets ready, here comes the 3-0 pitch. This one will catch the inside corner, and the count will move to 3-1. Things are tense here in Casper, as they have been pretty much all night. It's been a close game through and through. Here comes a pitch. This one misses, bobbled by the catcher Schmidt, but he does hang on to it, so the go-ahead run is now aboard in the form of David Melfi. And it will send up Hayden Brown. But like I said, not the worst thing in the world there, because that opens up the opportunity of a double play with 1 down here in the top of the 9th. As Hansen looking to get himself out of a mess here. 15 pitches, 7 strikes, 8 balls. Runners at the corners with 1 down in the top of the 9th inning in a 1-run ball game. As here comes a pitch to Brown. This one misses off the plate, and Brown spits on it. 1-0 the count now. Brown is 2 for 3 with a single, a strikeout swinging, a double, and a couple of RBIs on the night as well. As here comes a 1-0 offering from Hansen. Swung on and missed. Brown went hacking at that one, and the count will even up at 1-1. Brown not afraid to do that. He will strike out. He is at 46 strikeouts in 30 games this season. He's struck out 9 times so far against Casper on the year. As an off-speed pitch fools him badly. And he is down in the count now, 1-2. Hansen looking to K the 9-man here in Brown. Put a 2 up in that out column. He comes set. Here comes pitch. This one, oh, it'll hit him. It ran inside, and it just nicked Brown.
Number 6, Seth Lucero.
And so now, nothing coming easy in this ball game. Bases loaded. 1 down for Seth Lucero. Fly out, ground out, a triple, and a single. 2 for 4 on the evening. As he comes to the plate with the bases loaded, no action down in the Horseheads bullpen. This is Hansen's game right now. It was this way last night as well. Baez was in and out of trouble, as this one will miss on that outside corner for a ball. 1-0. They won last night's affair against Spearfish 4-3. And Spearfish had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th because they played 2, so that was effectively the bottom of the 9th. As here comes the 1-0 offering home from Hansen. This one is swung on and shot fouled on the left field line. Count will move to 1-1. Hartsfield at third, Melfi at second, and Brown at first. The double play is still in order here, and they are at that depth. And what a double play that would be to end the inning here and get out of this mess. As Lucero will go over and chat with the third base coach and figure out how they want to approach this at bat. Count is 1-1 on Lucero, who is hitting. He's got 18 runs, 6 doubles, 14 RBIs, and 14 walks in 24 games this season. For the Knockers against Casper this season, he is 10 for 24 with 7 runs scored. 1-1 the count home from Andrew Hansen. Bases loaded. Here comes pitch. Swung on and fouled off at the plate. 1-2 the count, a one-run ball game. It doesn't get higher stakes than this, folks. The tying run 90 feet away, the go-ahead run out at second. The Horseheads trying to lock things down here and pick up another win. Hansen still has some high leverage pitches to make that happen. As time is called at the plate, Hansen taking too long. As Lucero will step out. 1-2 the count. Top of the ninth inning, 1 out. Bases loaded. As Hansen looking in for the sign. Here comes a pitch. This one misses well inside. An excellent stop there by Schmidt to stop the runner from advancing. And the count will move to 2-2. Five runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, 3 men left on for Mining City. 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and 10 men left on for Casper. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. You got him swinging. As Lucero, frustrated, he breaks the bat. He slams it into the ground. 1 more out needed here for Casper. What a big strikeout by Andrew Hansen. All right, we're moving the chair out of the way. We're getting into the squat. Here we go. It's time. Lucero down swinging with the bases loaded. 2 down now for Carter Dobrinsky. 1 for 4, a ground out, a fly out, a strikeout swinging, and a single for him. Here comes the first pitch. This one is swung on and fouled off to the left side, and the count will move to 0-1. Andrew Hansen making us all sweat. I mean, I was at 90 degrees all day. We were already sweating, but, you know, he's coming back. He's got the second wind here. 0-1 the count. Bases loaded, 2 down, top of the ninth inning, 1-run ball game. Hansen, here comes the pitch. This one misses. It gets away from the catcher, but no advance. That one looked like trouble as it bounced away from Schmidt. It went up that third base line. But no advance by the runner, Hartsfield, and it will be a 1-1 offering home to Carter Dobrinsky. Horseheads clinging to a 1-run lead here. Here comes a pitch. This one misses downstairs, and it is 2-1, so now Dobrinsky is ahead in the count. Dobrinsky out of Bristow, Oklahoma, 6'1", 220-pounder at Tarleton State. Biggest at bat of this ball game. 2-1 pitch. Misses upstairs. And Hansen is now going to have to throw a strike here to avoid walking in the tying run. Bases loaded, 2 down, top of the ninth inning. Hansen looking in. He's got the pitch. He comes set. 3-1. Swung on and fouled off. And how about this, folks? Full count, bases loaded, top of the ninth inning, 2 down, 1-run ball game. Talk about stress here in Casper. I'm going to throw up. The payoff pitch coming from Andrew Hansen. It's on its way. Where did it miss? Oh, it missed for ball 4. And we are tied. How about that, folks? It must have been low. It looked pretty good from up here. But we are tied once again, so there will be a bottom of the ninth inning. And this crowd cannot believe it here. As Carter Dobrinsky works the 2-out, bases loaded, full count walk. And it will send up Jake Mastillo. Bases still loaded here. Hansen looking to avoid giving up the lead as this one is swung on. This is trouble. It's hit out to right, moving in on his Herder. He's there. Oh, he drops it. He was there to make the catch, and he dropped it. 1 run is in. Here comes another. And it is now an 8-6 ball game. We'll see how they score that one, and it'll be an error on Herder. He had it. He was racing in on it, usually so sure-handed out there and right. As this is a heartbreaker, folks, here. The Horseheads will have the 5, 6, 7 men up, and that's the part of the lineup that has done damage tonight for the Horseheads. as this has been a crazy game, so by no means over, but tough. As here comes the pitch. It's a strike on the outside corner to Green. It is an error by Herter that allows 2 runs to come in. Melfi scores, and so does Brown. Dobrinsky down to third. As swung on and missed, and down in the count 0-2 is Green. The Horseheads were 1 strike away from winning this one, and now they are down 2 runs in the top of the 9th. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Count will hold at 0-2. Excuse me. Hansen, 34 pitches, 18 strikes, 16 balls. 3 runs in. Here comes the 0-2. Oh, it gets away from Schmidt, and another run is going to score. A wild pitch through and through. It was over the head of Schmidt. Nothing he can do about this one. And it is like we saw in the top of the 8th, but you know what? In the bottom of the 8th, what did the Horseheads do? They got back to the bat rack and they rallied. So they got to cut it off at the knees here, though. 9-6. Tommyknockers now leading. Scoring on the wild pitches, Dobrinsky, and going down to second on his Mastillo. A 1-2 pitch, here it comes. It misses inside, and the count is 2-2. The Horseheads will have Schmidt, Arado, and Girardin due up in the bottom of the 9th in what is now a 3-1 ball game, as there are 4 runs in for Mining City so far in the frame. The wind has died down considerably here, which is good, as here comes the 2-2 pitch. Misses inside. What? Whoa, no. He's got to come back. He thought that was ball 4, bestie. That was not. So he's got to come on back. He thought it was ball 4, did Green, but it was just ball 3. He threw the elbow guard away. Can't blame Connor for that one. He had the right count up on the scoreboard. I had the right count in my book. A full count offering home from Hansen. Gotta get out of this inning. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. He elevates with the fastball, and he will do so, but damage done. Mining City with 4 runs, most of them coming with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Get the rally cap on. It's rally cap time. You know, I'm going to get on the PA. It's rally cap time. Bottom of the 9th inning, 9-6, Mining City leading. We have some defensive changes to report to you here in the bottom of the 9th inning, but it will be Joe Schmidt to come to the plate, and he will look at ball one downstairs, 1-0 the count to him. It is Hartsfield at third, Judah Wilbur into the game at short, Dobrinsky out to left, and then Nick Hansen taking over at first, as here comes 1-0 offering home from Wilhelm. It is now 2-0 the count to Joe Schmidt. Bottom of the ninth inning, 9-6 Mining City leading after they scored 4 times in the top of the frame. Here comes 2-0 pitch. That'll catch the outside corner, and the count will move to 2-1. Schmidt 0 for 3. A strikeout, a flyout, a walk, and a ground out for Schmidt tonight. As the Horseheads, they need base runners here in the bottom of the ninth. Down by 3. Here comes a pitch. This one is swung on and hit out to right, but settling under it is Hayden Brown. And he is there to make the catch and record out number 1. Eric Arado to come to the plate next. He is 3 for 4 with a ground out and 3 singles in the ball game. So he has been aboard 3 times tonight. A good night for him. As it has been a long night here in Casper. It started out moving right along, and things have slowed considerably as all the scoring being done pretty much here in the 8th and the 9th. 5 runs for Mining City in the 8th, 4 for Casper, and then 4 more for Mining City in the top of the 9th. Casper looking to respond with 1 down in the bottom of the 9th with the bases empty. As here comes pitch. This one is a strike on the inside corner, and the count will move to 0-1. If the Horseheads are unable to rally, I mean, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. As here comes pitch. This one misses well upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Had the opportunity to shut things down and have just been unable to with the bullpen here this evening. The Bats have done their thing, 6 runs. As here comes a 1-1 pitch home to Arado. That'll miss outside, and the count will move to 2-1. That full count pitch with the bases loaded to Dobrinsky that had him walking in the game-tying run. I went and talked with our stats guys down in the other booth, and they wanted to know where that one missed, too. That looked like a pretty good pitch. As that one misses on the outside corner, and now Arado is heading the count 3-1. The go-ahead run as it stands, or the tying run, excuse me, as it stands right now is Jake Baker. Arado and Girardin due up here. They're going to have to get on for Jake. He's got 3 RBIs on the night. As time is called by Arado at the plate, so everybody will step out. Dylan Wilhelm is out there for another inning of work. 32 pitches, 17 strikes, and 15 balls for him. He's the closer for the Knockers. As he comes set. And now deals home. That one will miss outside for ball 4, and the Horseheads do have a base runner here in the bottom of the 9th as Arado works the 1-out walk and is aboard for the 4th time tonight. J.J. Girardin will come up. He has had an excellent evening as well, 3 for 4 with 3 singles and a fly out. A couple of RBIs to go along with him. As Girardin will dig in with a runner aboard at first and 1 down, trying to get the game to Jake Baker, who is the tying run. The wind kind of dying down at the right time here for the Horseheads and making it more likely that they'll be able to hit a ball out as here comes a pitch. This one is swung on and sent foul down the right field line. And the count will move to 0-1 on Girardin. 9 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, and 4 men left on for Mining City. 6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, and 10 men left on for Casper. As here comes the 0-1 pitch home to Girardin. This one is swung on and hit foul once again in that same spot. And he will have to battle as Girardin now down in the count 0-2. As Wilhelm looks in for the sign. He's got it now. The 0-2 pitch to Girardin. This one misses. And it is a ball, 1-2 now. That one must have missed low once again. Girardin, one of the newer faces in this Casper lineup. Looking to acquaint himself well with the crowd here. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. This one bounces in the opposite batter's box. And the count will move to 2-2. Girardin looking to stay alive here, battling back. He was down 0-2, and now he's run the count even. Takes a couple of practice swings. Wilhelm looks in for the sign. He's got it. Now he comes set. There comes pitch home. This one bounced up there once again. And now Girardin, he's battled all the way back. As it is a full count to him. No action down in the Tommyknockers bullpen. This one, Wilhelm, he's at 38 pitches. So we'll see if they maybe get somebody up if things get a little out of hand, a little hairy for Wilhelm here. Here comes payoff pitch. Misses well outside, and just like that, the Horseheads will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Jake Baker, who is 2 for 4. He has struck out looking. He has grounded out, and he has singled twice. And now they will get action going down in that bullpen for the Knockers, as there is a meeting on the mound, probably stalling for time here. You know what? I didn't have time to tell the crowd to put their rally caps on, but I'm not above running down and grabbing the mic from Broderick and being like, if they load the bases, they make this a little closer, I'll go crazy. It's been a crazy game. Chris is like, yeah, jump through the window and just do it. Our home plate umpire will go out to break up this meeting on the mound here, as quickly we will have right-handed action getting warm in that Knocker bullpen. 1 down, bottom of the 9th inning. Irado and Girardin both walking here, as it will send up Jake Baker. He will dig in here now. He has not hit one out of the ballpark this year, but certainly the power to do so, as here comes the first pitch to him. This will miss upstairs for a ball, and the count will move to 1-0. Irado at second. Girardin at first. Is game far from over here. As here comes pitch from Wilhelm. This one right down the heart of the plate, and the count will move to 1-1. Baker hitting out of the 8-hole here. It is the bottom of the lineup who has done damage tonight for Casper, including the man at the plate, Jake Baker. As he awaits the 1-1 offering, stepping off is Wilhelm. Now he will climb back atop the rubber and look in for the sign. As here comes 1-1 pitch. This one will catch the inside corner. A good pitch there from Wilhelm, and down in the count now is Baker. He will have to battle. Brandon Herter is the man out on deck. He is due up next. Should Baker keep this inning alive? Gotta stay out of that double play. That's the only thing. The 1-2 offering. Swung on and hit foul down the left field line. The count will hold right where it is, 1-2. Baker, 9 for 23 versus the Knockers on the season. 3 doubles and 3 RBIs. Looking in for the sign is Wilhelm. He comes set, now deals. This one is swung on, hit softly to the shortstop. Wilbur is going to have to rush this one. He will. They get it in time to get Baker. Moving up to third is Irado, and moving up to second is Girardin. But he hit it too softly, and he stayed out of the double play. As it'll be up to Brandon Herter now to keep the line moving. Trying to get the inning to Kyler Halverson, the man on deck, who has an RBI tonight. Herter made the error in right that allowed 2 runs to come in for the Knockers. So if he's able to get a single here, get those 2 runs right back, all is forgiven. As here comes the first pitch to him. Right down the heart of the plate for a strike, 0-1 the count to Herter. He is 1 for 4. He has struck out swinging twice. He has reached on a bunt base hit, and he's also reached on an error. Irado at third, Girardin at second. Horseheads down to their last out here in the bottom of the 9th. As this one misses outside, and the count will move to 1-1. Wilhelm trying to close things out for the Knockers here in what has been a wild one. As he looks in for the sign, he's got it, comes sets. The 1-1. This one misses, and it's a nice stop by Melfi from behind the plate to stop Irado from coming home. There's a big gap out in right center. If Herder pulls something and he gets it out there, it's rolling for a long time. 2-1 the count to him. As here comes pitch. This one is swung on off the fist and it'll fade foul. And now Casper down to their final strike. 9-6, Mining City leading. Herder gets back into the box. Wilhelm looking in for the sign. He's got it. Come set. Time is called by Herder at the plate, so he will step out and collect himself. 9 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, 4 men left on for the Tommyknockers. 6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, and 10 men left on for Casper. The Horseheads trying to rally late. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, hit up the middle, and this one is going to drop down for a base hit. 1 run is in. They will send Gerard in. 2-run score on the RBI single by Brandon Herder. And would you believe that? It's a 1-run ball game. Right back in it. Brandon Herder, 2 strike, 2 out, bottom of the 9th hitting. And it will send up Kyler Halverson. An inside-out swing. He stroked this one out to left center. Arado scores. Girardin scores. 9-8. The Horseheads now trail for Kyler Halverson, the leadoff man for Casper tonight. Here comes pitch. This one misses off the edge of the plate, and the count will move to 1-0 on him. Halverson, 2 for 4 with a ground out, a single, a walk, another ground out, and another single. Batting with the tying run at first. Good speed into Herder. Here comes 1-0. On the inside corner for a strike. 1-1. This one, let me tell you, we will be back here tomorrow night. And if it's shaping up anything like this, here comes 1-1. This one is swung on. Hit through the right side for a base hit. This one will head into right, turning around second and heading into third is Herder. He will get there safely. The game-tying run is 90 feet away. How about this one, folks? Let me tell you, the chair's getting moved out of the way again for Ryan Callahan, the All-Star. And I bet you we are going to have a pitching change. We certainly are. They signaled for the right-hander. I'm gonna get on PA. I'm gonna tell everybody to put their rally caps on. What a game this is shaping up to be. A pitching change, tying run 90 feet away. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the ball game, and what a ball game it has been. Hannah Martin on the call here. 2 out, bottom of the 9th inning. Mining City leading 9-8. Casper with 2 runs in here in the frame with 2 outs. Coming off of that, Brandon Herter. The tying run 90 feet away. The man at the plate, Ryan Callahan. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Chance to come up big. He's an all-star. As here comes the first pitch from the new pitcher, Connor Phelan. He sends this one high out to right, but not deep. Settling under it is Brown. And he is there to make the catch. 1 out, 1 pitch went out for Connor Phelan. And the Horseheads leave the tying run 90 feet away. A tough loss here for Casper. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with post game here in just a moment. Welcome back to the ball game. The Mining City Tommyknockers have taken this one 9-8 in a wild one. As the Horseheads, they looked to rally late and they fall just 1 run short here in the bottom of the 9th. It was a scoreless affair early as it was a real pitching duel between the starters, Kyle Wellman and Jerson Morales. Both will not factor into the decision tonight. Casper got 2 runs off of Wellman in the bottom of the 6th inning to kick off the scoring here for the Horseheads. And then Mining City, as soon as Morales is out of the game, they jumped all over the bullpen. 5 runs for the Tommyknockers in the top of the 8th inning. Casper did respond with 4 in the bottom of the 8th. They took the lead 6-5 heading into the top of the 9th. They sent Andrew Hansen out to close it out, and he was just unable to, aided by an error out in right. 1 error on the night for the Horseheads, but it was costly. 4 runs in for Mining City in the 9th. Casper, they tried to rally. Herter, that same man who committed that 2-run error, he had the 2 RBI single with 2 down in the bottom of the 9th. But Ryan Callahan flying out. First pitch swinging off the new pitcher, Connor Phelan, just into the game. Unable to rally here are the Horseheads, and they drop a heartbreaker 9-8 in just about 3.5 hours as we pass 10 o'clock local time here in Casper. What does this mean? Well, tomorrow night, the Horseheads will look to rebound as they go for a win in game number 2. As that one will tip off at 6:35. We will have coverage on YouTube, Mixler, and of course on Twitter with the live tweeting, and here at Mike Lansing Field. If you are in Casper, it is all-you-can-eat picnic night at the ballpark, so definitely come on out. It is also Christmas in July night, so bring the Santa hat out, bring the family out, and hopefully we will see Casper get the win that they probably should have gotten tonight. But just some excellent hitting for the Tommyknockers. They outslugged the Horseheads here 9-8 tonight as we wrap this one up, and we will look forward to joining you tomorrow night at 6:35. So one last time, Hannah Martin signing off for the Horseheads.